My platinum opera glasses anywhere.
Ah, those minor inconveniences. I myself have been overseeing the new addition to my dog's mansion. His spa wasn't spacious enough.
Truly, I can't even fathom such a thing. By the way, how did you come into such wealth?
My grandfather invented those tiny plastic tables in the center of pizza boxes. What about you?
Me? Oh, I sold my car to Algo.
Selling your car to Algo might not get you tiny tables and pizza box money, but it is the easiest way to get the most money for your car. We give you a guaranteed offer in minutes. Verify the condition of your vehicle with a quick phone call, and boom, the money is yours. Active car loan, we will still buy your car. And the best part is, we handle all the paperwork. It's simple. If you don't want the most money for your car, don't sell your car to Algo. And definitely don't visit algonation.com.
Dave Benyon with Zero Res. I just love this time of year as we reflect upon the things that matter most, like our families, our homes, and this great land in which we live. Zero Res has been blessed to serve this community for over 18 years, and I'm very grateful for you, all the good people of Jacksonville. Thank you. Let us help you get ready for the holidays. Book today, and Zero Res will clean your carpets for only $49 a room. Plus, we will give you 25% off your tile cleaning. That's a huge saving on both carpet and tile. Zero Res spelled forward or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Zero Res.
We're all looking for the recipe for success. Maybe what you really need is the recipe for fresh. Luckily, that's easy to get. Just go to freshfromflorida.com. There you'll find all kinds of recipes that use in-season and locally grown Florida produce. Visit freshfromflorida.com to learn more.
Burden of Guilt, a brand new true crime podcast that tells the harrowing story of Tracy Raquel Burns, a woman who spent 4 decades at the center of one of the most bizarre and disturbing cases in American history. Was she responsible for the mysterious death of her baby brother?
I was told that Matthew died in an accident, and no one really talked about it.
Really tough family dynamics fueled much of what happened in this case.
Listen to Burden of Guilt on the iHeart Radio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Don't be impressed when you hear someone settle their case for what may seem like lots of money. $500,000 seems like lots of money until you learn they lost both legs, had a brain injury, or were paralyzed and can never work again. All law firms are not the same. To see what your case may be worth, go to forthepeople.com and look at our verdicts and settlements for cases just like yours. Look before you leave. Hire the right lawyer. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Treat your taste buds to the King's Hawaiian Pork and Slaw Sandwich, back for a limited time at Firehouse Subs. With slow-smoked pulled pork, melted pepper jack, and sweet and tangy slaw on a toasted King's Hawaiian bun. Enjoy one today with our new Tropical Cherry Limeade, a refreshing blend of sweet cherry and pineapple flavors with a squeeze of fresh lime. Only at Firehouse Subs. Beverage is artificially flavored. Participating U.S. locations.
GMC Sierra trucks in stock now at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman & Lind Studios. Why Kaufman & Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeart Radio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Holiday Magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Deposit. DEPOSIT. That's deposit. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may your efforts bear fruit.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeart Media, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The 3 best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is well Wednesday, November 8th, 2023. Lots to get to today. From the election results are in, to somebody got crushed to death by a robot, and a man gets attacked by an otter. Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Sabrina's in Ireland. C-Lane had a baby. Hello, Josh.
Hello.
Fritz is with us.
Yo.
And we got you. Send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time. How's everybody doing on a Wednesday?
Good.
Hanging in there, you know. Just realized that people were voting yesterday. It's so easy to miss the local elections, is it not? Like Fritz was just talking about this. It's like you just realize, you're like, oh, there's a bunch of signs around the neighborhood.
Yeah, and you know what sucks is I really wanted to vote. Like, I was going to brush up really quickly and then go to the polls. And like,
you just have to look at every sign out there, and you're like, okay, let's find out what this person's for and this person. There's a lot to digest and a lot to get into today, so we're going to have a fun show. Let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And here we go over to Newsmax. They were digesting the results of the election yesterday. It was not great for them. You know, they're right of center folks, and things didn't go as well as they had hoped. And there was one thing in particular that they were mad about. I don't understand why, because it's a very popular thing. Obviously, it passed, but here they go.
So on the ballot in Ohio, state legalization of recreational marijuana results are still coming in there, but that one could also pass tonight if things continue in that direction. Supporters said that they hoped that it would mean folks with various medical conditions had easier access to marijuana and alleviate
very popular stuff.
Opponents tell me they're concerned this could be bad for workplaces, for employers, and also for folks that are worried about what the safety on the roads could be. And
okay, it's chaos on the streets.
Nerd. Alcohol is fine, but marijuana, no.
Why do they pretend when you're talking about something like this? Let's just be real about this, all right? Why do they pretend as if this will be a new thing? Like if you snap your fingers and now marijuana is regulated and you can get access to it for medical reasons, et cetera, et cetera. They pretend like, now, is it going to be safe on the streets? Is it going to be safe in your workplace? They're already smoking weed. All the people who smoke weed, they're already doing this.
Now they're going to have marijuana orgies in the streets.
Probably.
While driving cars.
Yes.
Yeah, you got, what was the old freak out movie?
Reefer Madness.
Reefer Madness, right, in place. The streets won't be safe.
Potentially accessing marijuana as well if their parents have easier access to using that drug. Greg.
That drug,
Alana,
Greg.
Austin. And actually, I got a computer right here, Alana, and it looks like the marijuana thing passed, and so did the abortion, enshrining abortion rights. Yikes. The marijuana thing, we have just unthinkingly, as a country, embraced that. Wow. All right.
Wow.
What a nerd.
What a dumb thing to be
Shut
upset
the
about.
hell up, you stupid nerd.
Oh, God. I don't understand that. Like, so there's a lot of things that Republicans like right now that are popular, like being against crime, for example, which seems like an obvious thing to be against, and being for law and order. And there's various different stances that they have that are popular. The ones that they lost on last night are the ones that I don't understand why they're so stiff on, which is the marijuana thing. Get over it. It's like the vast majority of people are fine with marijuana. Yeah. The voters, each time given an opportunity, would like the access to this. They don't see why we can have alcohol, which is far more dangerous than marijuana, and marijuana is like off limits for whatever reason. So that's a dumb one that they should get over if they want to be politically successful. The other one is the abortion stuff. Virtually nobody is in line with just banning abortions outright. People feel like a right has been taken away from them. So once again, on the ballot yesterday, that was extremely successful. And if they want to win elections, they're probably going to have to budge on those issues. What do you think? Let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. As I said this week, we are in a subathon for secret shows, bringing this up to your attention and letting you know you can get the uncensored shows you can subscribe to at thenewsjunkie.com. Welcome on board to Johnny Trejo, a new secret show subscriber, Semes999, and various others who have joined over the last 24 hours. Thank you so much for supporting Secret Shows. And
You're going to love it.
You're going to love it. You're going to have a blast. C-Lane's coming back, I believe, on Secret Shows on Thursday this week.
I'm prepared to throw up on Friday.
It's going to be an interesting time. I saw C-Lane. He debuted his son on the internet yesterday. You've heard us in the run-up to this talking about this, and he had his baby a couple of weeks ago, him and his wife, a healthy baby, thank God. And he posted online all of the internet points for having a baby.
Yeah. I've never seen someone I know with so many likes on a post.
Yeah, it really made me angry.
You know what? But the work to get those likes is a lot.
Yeah. 9 months in the making. It's fine.
Yeah, you gotta work a lot to get the baby there. Then you get the social media post and you get all of the likes across the social media platforms. But
Facebook,
then
Instagram, Twitter.
You gotta take care of the kid for a good 18 years at the very least. Crazy Drunk Cat Lady on YouTube says, Baby Lane is so adorable. Jilly Babe says, can we see a picture? You sure can. Just go over to C-Lane's Instagram. He's C_Lane, I believe.
I think it might just be Clane86.
Oh, that's what it is. You're right about that, Josh. It's CLANE 86 on Instagram. Alicia saying, Baby Lane is a gorgeous baby. He's very, very cute. He's got a great name, too. Jackson Lane is a solid name.
Sounds like a blues guitarist.
So go take a look at that over on C-Lane's Instagram.
He's going to have a torrid love affair and play saxophone really well.
Probably. If all goes well. So you can check that out. C-Lane will be in tomorrow. We have no idea what it's been like day to day for C-Lane for the last 3 weeks or so. So it'll be interesting tomorrow to check in with him and see how everything is going. And,
so he's back, officially tomorrow?
Yeah, I believe so.
Cool.
Yeah, I think he's back out of the woods and working again tomorrow. He's been spending this time. I know when you have a newborn, I don't think you're supposed to take them out that much.
No, I think for the first 6 months.
Yeah, it's a while, right? And they have to get their shots and all that stuff. It sounds like I'm talking about a puppy right now, but I'm talking about a human being.
Neutering, all the whole nine.
Spaying if they're a female.
You got to do all these things. And so I think C-Lane's just been at home learning how to be a dad. It's a fun process. I'm sure we'll see how all of that went. But Ohio, yes, voting to legalize marijuana for adult recreational use. That is the 24th state.
Yeah, so we are going to be dead last.
I know. What the hell happened? Well, we have medical marijuana.
Right.
And in Florida, most states have something, I think.
At the least, the Charlotte's Web stuff,
right.
I think.
Yeah. So, there's been a huge change in the world of marijuana laws. Also, it happened. Today is the day, and they announced the sexiest man alive. I can't believe Fritz didn't get it. Can't believe Josh got the shoulder shrug on this one.
Per usual.
I'm sorry that it happened. And they said, once again,
I'm sorry that it happened.
Danny DeVito was denied the honor of being people's sexiest man alive. Though I believe he deserves it, Mr. Danny DeVito. That was not the winner. Instead, it was that, what's his name? The Grey's Anatomy actor, right?
Patrick Dempsey?
Yeah, I think he was the one.
Hasn't he been it before?
I feel like he has, and I'm not sure why he's back in the news again.
He's not even on that show anymore.
Right,
I think.
right. So he's the one who won,
Big
I believe.
fan over
Let me make
here.
sure I'm not screwing this up. What is it? World's sexiest man? People's sexiest man.
Patrick Dempsey could get it.
People's sexiest
Right now?
He's a handsome man.
Yeah, all right. Fritz just put it out there. People's sexiest man, Patrick Dempsey, not just McDreamy anymore. He was the winner. Last year was Chris Evans, who was the Captain America star.
Oh, yeah.
Who was the winner. But for 2023, it's Patrick Dempsey. We all got the shaft on this. It doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense.
How
to
do
me.
they decide this?
I don't know. They just sit around a table and who's hot right now?
Yeah.
Toss out names and go for it. Oh, Sea-Witch says on YouTube, Pedro Pascal was right there. He's clearly the sexiest man alive. For F's sake.
So many people love that man.
I would argue for him since Last of Us was so huge this
I know.
year.
I would think that would seem more relevant. And because normally when they do this stuff, they think about what is the thing that people are talking about now.
Yeah.
who's the star that will get us a whole bunch of buzz if we bring this up.
Remember when Blake Shelton won it?
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That was the worst I think they could have ever done.
Right. They've been doing this for a long time, but there we are getting, just skirted around. Patrick Dempsey takes the victory this time.
Unreal.
We're going to hear from you. Your dispatches are rolling in already. We want to get you featured on the show, so send one. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com to record yours right now. Plus, a man was attacked by an otter. Wait until you hear this guy's tale. This is absolutely insane, and it's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Something on your mind? Text us at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Travel with caution and expect bumper-to-bumper traffic due to an accident on State Road 429 northbound between West Road and Ocoee-Apopka Road. There's slowdowns due to an accident off to the right shoulder on I-4 westbound after Lake Mary Boulevard, and delays due to an accident on Aloma Avenue eastbound before Howell Branch Road. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Wawa. Welcome back to Wawa Siptopia, your handcrafted beverage happy place. Right now, all your crafted to crave favorites are only $3 for a 16-ounce and $4 for a 24-ounce. Gotta have a Wawa.
You shouldn't need a degree in finance to choose a checking account. That's why we made Truist One Checking. No trade-offs, no compromise, no hassle. Just the stuff you want from a bank that cares. And that means no overdraft fees, lots of practical perks, and automatic upgrades. Truist One Checking. One simple choice. Visit Truist.com/one. Truist.com/ONE. Truist Bank, member FDIC.
Once you get the meat and cheese for your sub freshly sliced right in front of you at Jersey Mike's, I'll tell you, there's no going back to anything else. That'd be like going back to dial-up internet. Ugh. Am I connecting to space to order Jersey Mike's? Any day now. Okay, it's about to connect. What? Who picked up the phone? Nope. There's no going back once you see it freshly sliced at Jersey Mike's. A sub above.
Jesse Kelly here. Do you feel protected? My personal protection plan is owning gold. The Oxford Gold Group helps you buy gold to have on hand or convert it into your 401k. If things get weird, I have gold on hand. I like that. You can buy coins or convert part of your 401k with the Oxford Gold Group. It's easy and safe. 833-995-GOLD. That's 833-995-GOLD. 833-995-GOLD.
Some days, my active psoriatic arthritis makes it hard to get in the game. Now, the ball is in my court, thanks to treating my skin and joints with Skyrizi, Risankizumab Rizin, a prescription-only 150-milligram injection for adults.
Nothing is everything.
Skyrizi helps with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. For those who also have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible with just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor today about Skyrizi and visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Peace of mind, don't delay. Pick up your phone and dial away. 888-40 today. Get it done today with Energy Today.
For 60 years, our team of expert electricians has been here to help you with all your energy needs, so there's no need to wait or worry when it comes to your electric. Right now, get $100 off any electrical service.
Peace of mind, don't delay. Pick up your phone and dial away. 888-40 today. Get it done today with Energy Today.
The annoying runny nose, the constant sneezing, the itchiness, and battle just to catch your breath. If you suffer from seasonal allergies, sinusitis, or nagging sinus congestion, there's a natural, easy-to-use solution that can help provide fast, drug-free relief. It's called Navage, and it uses powered suction to rinse your nasal passages in seconds. Millions of people use Navage daily to help provide relief from seasonal allergies and sinus congestion. Medications treat the symptoms, but Navage treats the problem at the source, flushing out the allergens and pollen trapped in your nose. Navage also helps wash out airborne bacteria, dust, dirt, and viruses quickly and painlessly so you can get back to breathing clearly again. Say goodbye to sinus suffering and hello to better breathing with Navage. Navage is available at Walmart, Walgreens, Target, CVS, Rite Aid, and online at Navage.com. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
During the Jeep Black Friday sales event, get up to 15% below MSRP on select 2023 Jeep brand vehicles, 10 or 15% below MSRP depending on model. 10% below MSRP eligible vehicles include Jeep Gladiator and Compass, exclude Sport. 15% below MSRP eligible vehicles include Jeep Renegade, Compass Latitude 4x4, Grand Cherokee L and Grand Cherokee, excludes 4XE and Laredo. Not compatible with lease offers except for Gladiator or with any other consumer incentive offers. Residency restrictions apply. Take retail delivery from dealer stock by 11/30. Jeep is a registered trademark.
iHeart Podcast Update. This week on your free iHeart Radio app. Sex, Lies, and Spray Tans. We'll take you all the way back to Dancing with the Stars Season 1 and up through today for all the dance floor drama. Next question with Katie Couric. Katie brings the thoughtful, inquisitive, relatable style to a slew of new and intimate conversations with some of the most fascinating and innovative people in news, politics, and pop culture. The Uppity Knitter Podcast with Saida Garrett, featuring musicians that Saida is friends with discussing their interesting and unusual hobbies. Hear these podcasts and more on your free iHeart Radio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
No payments until February of next year? Visit nationstrucks.com right now.
Holiday magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Deposit. DEPOSIT. That's deposit. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may your efforts bear fruit.
They're best friends. Unless they're fighting. Are they fighting? It's
Junkie.com. Fritz is in the process of getting ready for his wedding. And I know that is a very, very stressful situation sometimes. Is it for you or?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
He just snapped into real Fritz.
Trying not to get, I mean, there's just so many things to think about, and like everything costs $3,000.
Oh my God, everything is so expensive.
Everything is over $2,500. It's like, really? To rent chairs and tables? Well, you don't have these chairs and tables, do you?
I was doing something long, and this shows you how expensive it is because it was expensive then. This was like maybe 20 years ago. I was at like a wedding convention thing that they had in West Palm Beach, and when I was there, you're going around all the booths and you see all the different stuff that they offer, and then when you look at what everything costs, you're like, there is nothing here below $1,000. Yeah. There's like literally, there's nothing that you can get. It could be like balloons or something, and it's all like super expensive. But when everything goes off perfectly, as I'm sure it will, it's all hopefully worth the stress that this brings onto you. And
yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, it's going to be fine, but you know, it's just one of those things where it's like, all right, just charge it. Yeah. Whatever.
We'll figure it out later, right?
Yeah, exactly.
My God. Are you guys planning on doing like a honeymoon or?
Yeah, we don't know when yet, though. Yeah. So it's kind of, you know, we're going to get married and then the next month we're going to be playing, you know.
Right.
Just okay. So it's going to be interesting, but.
Where would the dream honeymoon be?
Italy.
Oh, really? That's where you guys would like to go?
Hell yeah.
He wants to go to the Chef Boyardee factory.
I know. You got to go there and see it in person. Hearing about it and just watching a YouTube video, it's not enough.
No, I agree.
You don't get enough out of that, I don't think. All right, we're going to go over to those dispatches momentarily. But first, there is a guy, and it's one of those things where they're like, I didn't even realize I was in danger of being attacked by an otter. Like, I didn't think that was in the cards, that we would have to worry about that. Do we have otters? Where are otters at in this country?
Yeah, we have them.
Yeah, there's a couple otters in Lake Killarney.
Really?
In Winter Park.
Are they all over the country? Like, otters are everywhere?
Oh, yeah.
I think in the lower southeast.
Okay, so
let's check, though.
You're clear in Rochester. You might, maybe. I don't even know. They might be there.
Might have New York otters.
Because I vaguely remember there being otters in Vermont.
Throughout most of North America, into the Rio Grande, to Canada and Alaska.
Excellent. All right. So these little bastards are all over the place.
You can't escape them.
We're in danger here, as was Matt Leffers, this guy from California. And he said it was the most terrifying experience of his life. He got attacked by an otter, and this thing just went at him. And I did not know that there was such a danger here, but he got bit like 50 times or something by this thing. Or like 50 puncture wounds, they said, that he had. And the news went out and interviewed this guy. KCRA is the report I'm looking at here. Let's see what he said, because this is frightening to me that we got some danger from otters attacking us.
It is by far the most terrifying experience I've ever had in my life. Nothing even comes close to it.
Attacked by otters. Matt Leffers has been
multiple
swimming in
otters.
Serene Lakes for 30 years, but nothing could have prepared him for what happened in the water on September 3rd.
I was about 100 to 120 feet out right there.
So he's out in the water.
Matt felt something bite his leg.
Not too far from
within
the shore.
a seconds, I was bit again. And then I started swimming fast, but the otter popped up right in front of me.
This is like a nightmare, man. So he's swimming, and otters are just surrounding him and attacking him and biting this guy.
They've had enough.
They're fighting back. The animal uprising is real. Fritz was mentioning the thing we talked about yesterday. We got orcas attacking yachts
The yacht,
and downing ships and stuff. You got this guy being attacked by otters. I did not know they were this mean. Apparently, some of you were on chatter saying, like, you're aware of this. I wasn't aware that they're so cute looking. I didn't know that you had a risk of being attacked by them like this.
Now, do they also carry rabies? Because, man, that's an ordeal, getting 20 shots into your stomach.
That's a tough one. I don't know if they do. Let's see what he says next.
And then I was bit again.
Matt says 2 otters viciously attacked him. His wife eventually used a paddleboard to get him to shore and took him to the hospital, but the damage was done.
I bet at first his wife was like, what are you doing out there? Because she can't see what's happening under the water. And he's just like,
classic Matt, what a jokester.
What are you doing out there, you idiot? Get in here.
Photos showing the blood.
Oh, my God.
Whoa.
Okay, so she shows on, this is his forearm that I'm looking at.
Oh, my, yeah, that's crazy.
They're pretty good gashes that they got, like 3 inches across, maybe, deep gashes from these otters attacking him.
Man, this A24 movie is going to be lit.
I can see watching this. They just did a sloth horror movie. Why wouldn't they do this, right? This is the next one.
The aftermath. Matt says the otters bit him at least a dozen times and left him with 40 puncture wounds.
40 puncture wounds.
Were so aggressive.
He's in great shape.
I felt like they wanted to kill me.
But this is not the first time this has happened. KCRA3 has confirmed that otters also attacked someone at Serene Lakes in July.
I think the fact that I'm the second person attacked here this summer, it's a big red flag.
So at this place, the otters are on a rampage. They're clearly going after people and attacking people. He's the second one who's been attacked by these things. What does one do if you get attacked by an otter in the water? What are you supposed to do? I think I would be helpless. I've told you before, my swim's so slow. Like, I'm making a lot of noise, but I'm not moving.
I can still teach you if you're interested.
The otters have picked me down to the bone by the point I get back to shore. I need the help, Josh. I might need an assist there. You might have to bring those skills back
California
out.
Department of Fish and Wildlife tells us they're aware of the otter issue here at Serene Lakes and other bodies of water, but they say there's not much they can do.
Nature is not a theme park, right? I mean, there are...
Oh, this guy. Nature's not a theme park.
How long do you think he practiced that line before this interview?
Nature's not a theme park. So what does that mean? So, hey, folks, you go in the water, the otters are there. Otters are going to otter. They're going to get you. That's what he's saying. The statement from this guy is basically just, they're dangerous. Stay inside.
The real risks that you have to be mindful of.
Fish and wildlife officials say river otter attacks on people are very rare, but add that they are a predator species.
They won't normally attack people or larger animals However, they will defend their territory if they feel threatened.
That includes threats to their hunting grounds. KCRA3 obtained a letter Fish and Wildlife sent to the Serene Lakes community in late September, saying the abundance of fish in the lake is a likely cause for otter presence and behavior.
So they're out there just mowing down all the fish that they can in this lake, and in the meantime, people are getting bit by these damn things. So be careful out there, folks. Dangerous world we're living in. Let's see what you got on your mind. Let's check in with your dispatches here. Here is John the Exterminator. He's talking about rabies shots.
What's up, Junkie crew?
Hey.
What up? Fritz, you were mentioning about the rabies aspect of that.
Definitely.
It's no longer shots to your stomach. What they did to me was give me 4 shots for every bite and scratch wound when I got
4 shots for every bite. So,
oh my God.
But into the stomach or where?
Let's see what he says. But the guy said he had 40 puncture wounds.
160 shots.
Oh my God. He's a pincushion, this guy.
By a rabid raccoon. All in all, I think I ended up with 54 shots in one arm.
Oh my God.
The
Wow.
raccoon attacked me. And then multiple boosters that I had to take after. But yeah, it's no longer shots to the stomach. It's right where the bite or scratch wound is, and it is not fun.
Yeah, it's not any better, so they don't do the shots in the back anymore.
It's much worse, I would argue.
Much worse. Now they give you like dozens and dozens of shots, for God's sake.
Man, rabies are no joke, though. Like that video of the guy like suffering from it.
I've seen one of those. I saw
nothing they could do.
I saw a video of a young kid, and they said like this kid had rabies, and he's like flailing and like, tied to a bed, and it's very, very frightening. You don't want to get near that.
No.
Here's I'm a PC.
Hey Fritz, pro tip. What you want to do is say you're planning a birthday party and get the quote on that, because there's something called the wedding tax. And that's just double whatever the original price is.
That's actually not a bad idea.
That is a good idea.
Yeah, once they hear that you're having a wedding, they go, all right, now I know what the price is for that.
Beyonce Darcy, write that down.
They do this to you, Josh? Did you get dragged over the coals for your wedding?
I was charging him.
Yeah, he did charge me just to show up. Everything's expensive. Catering. We got a deal on alcohol because we know some people.
Yeah.
The rental fee for the venue is insane, and they always try to lump just like their own vendors in, so they get kickbacks on the other side too.
Everybody's connected, right?
Yeah. Before you know it, you spend like $20,000.
The venue for your wedding, though, was a pretty amazing place.
Yeah.
I remember, like, as the wedding is taking place, there was a horse running by.
Yeah, we didn't pay extra for that. That just happened.
It was like all this. It was like, wow, this is kind of magical right now. In the back, where I was, where we were hanging out watching everything, there was a bee that was attacking us during the wedding.
I've heard about this.
Yeah, the bee that was, and somebody I think somebody killed the thing.
I did pay extra for the bee.
But we didn't have to get any shots, though, so we're good with this, I think. Here's Twink with a dispatch.
Well, Sean, there you go again. Talking about politics.
Uh-oh.
Keep your opinions to yourself.
No, that's what I get paid for. Sorry. One more. Here's Jamaican for Life talking about Sea Lane. Hello?
Junkies, what a go on. Well, a long time in a dispatch now. But I definitely have to jump in and dispatch, man. Boy, Sea Lane.
All right.
I look on your picture them on Instagram yesterday, man. Yeah, man. I'm proud of you, brother. Welcome to fatherhood, you know? Yeah, man. I'm just say you have it like already, man. Look, baby, look adorable, brother.
Baby looks adorable.
I love what you do with the name. JC Lane, you know? Yeah, man. But yeah, man, go on down the thing, man, and just make a party swing, you know?
None of that.
Yeah, man. Jamaican for life. Oh.
Thank you, sir.
All right,
so cool.
I think I got this.
All right, can you translate for me? Okay.
He said, congrats, Sea Lane. The picture of the baby is adorable.
All right.
And I also love the name JC Lane.
Yeah, I got that.
All right, okay.
And then the rest of it before Jamaican for Life, I got a little lost.
Yeah, okay. So I'm with you there.
It sounded beautiful, though.
He sounds so cool.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate your dispatch. We're waiting for yours. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and send that now. They have just announced they're doing a Legend of Zelda live action movie, And they're working on this right now. They've been working on it for many years, but now they're getting to like the production level of this.
Which is going to be badass because The Last of Us and Five Nights at Freddy's has broken the video game curse, I think.
I think so. I think you're right. I think there's a lot of momentum behind these IPs that are related to video games. And things that are just like the Barbie thing, you know?
And it's a great story.
Yeah, and who doesn't know Zelda? Now, I don't know Zelda very well. Because I was today years old when I realized Zelda is a girl.
Zelda's the princess.
All right.
Link is the hero.
Link is the character you play with a little sword.
Yeah, he's the
Yeah, and he's moving around. Is he trying to find Zelda?
Yeah, he's got to defeat Ganon, rescue Zelda, and the Kingdom of Hyrule. It's pretty basic, simple stuff.
I don't know any of that, but they're working on it right now.
Master Sword.
So who should be Zelda then? Who would
Zac Efron.
We'll put a long wig on Zac Efron.
I don't know if that's going to work. Yeah, they're saying it's going to take some time before this is released, but the director is going to be Wes Ball from Maze Runner and Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Nice.
Which I've seen Maze Runner. Those Planet of the Apes movies were stupid, I thought. Yes. I was not super into them. But I'm wondering who should be They're saying Tom Holland should be Link. I don't know.
He does have boyish features.
He does.
Timothy Chalamet would definitely.
That could work.
Timothy Chalamet is one of these guys where, for some reason, I want to hate him, and the son of a bitch is so good at all the things he does.
He's going to be great as Bob Dylan, I bet.
When he was I saw the trailer for Wonka, right? And I go, stop doing this movie. Stop doing it. The last couple of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Willy Wonka movies, garbage, so bad. Damaging to the original. And I go, why are you doing this again? And then I see Timothy Chalamet in the trailer, and I'm like, son of a bitch, he's good. Yeah. Like, I can't even hate this guy.
He's got a lot of charm.
Yes, he does. And he's like, he can dance and sing. Son of a bitch. All right, quick break. I'm going to yell at him with the microphone.
Beautiful hair.
I hate him. But he's good.
Cheekbones.
When we come back, we're going to hear from you. We've got some dispatches we have to get to. Plus, a woman went to visit her son, and then something happened in the backyard that changed everything. What was it? Wait until you hear this. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is Real Music Weekends. Real Music Weekends. This weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by attorney Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Happy Wednesday, everyone. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Allison Gargaro with a look at your Central Florida forecast. Afternoon highs today reaching 84 degrees through the Orlando metro. Another sun-filled day. Boy, it's going to be gorgeous. Low humidity and dry skies. Overnight tonight, we're mostly clear with wake-up temperatures for your Thursday in the low 60s, and we stay warm through the start of the weekend. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Allison Gargaro.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's. When you think of Wendy's Biggie Bag, think your go-to meal deal. Because with your choice of JBC or crispy chicken sandwich, plus 4-piece nugs, junior fries, and a small soft drink, Biggie hits every time. So grab a Wendy's Biggie Bag today. U.S. price and participation may vary. Third-party delivery pricing may be higher.
Need your carpet and tile looking great without sticky, soapy, chemical residue left behind? Zero Res will clean your carpets right away for just $49 per room, and will give you 20% off your tile and grout cleaning. Google ZeroRes.com. Zero Res, spelled forwards and backwards. It's the right way to clean.
Save time and money with the aluminum fence in a box from Fence Outlet. It comes with everything you need for an average backyard of 120 feet starting at $23.65. Go to FenceOutlet.com today for more information and store locations. License numbers C10252 and C10803.
At Target, your favorites are our favorites. And when you can save on your favorites too, yes please. This week only, get 20% off select breakfast essentials. That's 20% off all bagged and K-Cup coffee. Talk about essential. From brands like Good & Gather, Starbucks, and more. 20% off all cereal, like Frosted Flakes, Lucky Charms, the list goes on. And 20% off Tropicana and Simply Orange Juice too. But these deals end Saturday, so it's time for a Target run. Restrictions apply.
Some days, my active psoriatic arthritis makes it hard to get in the game. Now, the ball is in my court, thanks to treating my skin and joints with Skyrizi, risankizumab Risa, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults.
Nothing is everything.
Skyrizi helps with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. For those who also have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible with just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor today about Skyrizi and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeart Media can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else. And we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeart Media can work for you. From your cell, dial pound 250 and say keyword great results. That's pound 250 and say great results.
Are you experiencing tooth pain? Advanced Endodontics can help. With state-of-the-art care, experienced and compassionate staff, and 6 convenient locations throughout Central Florida, we make it easy to find the relief you need. We partner with well-known companies who offer great financing options, so you can achieve the smile of your dreams. And the best part is, no referrals are needed. Schedule your appointment today at ineedarootcanal.com. That's ineedarootcanal.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
It's No Pay November at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. Get Black Friday savings all month on every new and used car. And pay no money down, no interest financing, and no payments for 6 months. How can you say no? Rush to Sutherland Nissan Orlando. OrlandoNissan.com. Home of the lifetime warranty. See dealer for details.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In Office Orlando. The iHeartRadio app and the NFL right in your pocket. The home of the NFL Podcast Network, covering all 32 NFL teams, plus all the expert advice to win your fantasy league. And, of course, live NFL games. Touchdown! Download the free iHeartRadio app today. Free never sounded so good.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. 800-522-5700. 800-522-5700.
If you don't have access to health insurance through an employer, a navigator may be able to help you find affordable coverage through the federal marketplace. And the service is free. Visit online at coveringflorida.org.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Twitter? Yep. We're still there. Real Radio 1041 on Twitter is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. Watching the world burn with some friends since 2007. This is...
Subathon rolls on. Find out more about the uncensored secret shows over at thenewsjunkie.com and use promo code 1week, all one word, for your first week free. That is ready for you over at thenewsjunkie.com. Before we get to you, we got to talk about this story out of a place that I hadn't heard of before today, Taylorsville, where this woman, 63 years old, they said was attacked by a pack of dogs, like an entire pack of dogs. attacked this poor woman. There were pit bulls in somebody's backyard. I think it was her son's backyard that she was visiting. We'll hear from everybody involved. There's a press conference that I can play in a moment here. But they said the 63-year-old woman died of her injuries on Monday. And this brings me back to these people. I've got a couple of people like this in my neighborhood, and it kind of pisses me off. People who get dogs and then they're not in control of the dogs. Yep. We've seen this far too much. In my estimation, you can have whatever dog you want, right? The pit bulls, whatever. As long as you're a good pet owner, you're a good dog owner, and you make sure that you have your dog under control. We were walking Lady a couple of months ago, and there's this woman, and she was 80 pounds soaking wet. She was not a very big person. And she had this big-ass dog, and she's holding the leash as the dog sees our dog, and she could barely hold on to this. It's like pulling her along the sidewalk. And you go, maybe this isn't for you. Maybe you should not have this dog.
Maybe a Chihuahua or
right. Something a little smaller that you have full control over might be better. Let's see what they said at this press conference, because they ended up going to the house and finding all the dogs and all that. So
arrived.
Let's see.
They were able to view the victim in the backyard by looking over a neighbor's fence, where they observed her laying there, obviously injured, with the dog still attacking her.
So the attack was still going on.
They were able to gain access to the backyard by jumping over the fence, and once they jumped over the fence, they were able to pepper spray the dogs, who became aggressive toward them to get the dogs to.
I didn't even know that was a thing necessarily, that you could pepper spray the dogs and it still has an impact on them.
Yeah, I think it's any mammal.
Yeah, anything with eyes, I guess. Any mammal is impacted by this. And you can hit them in the eyes, and that calmed down the pit bulls, or at least bothered them enough so they got away so the cops could help out.
The victim. Unified Fire arrived. They were able to gain access to the backyard by, in essence, breaking the fence so they could get back to the backyard and rescue the victim from there. The victim was transported to the hospital in critical condition.
Jesus, man.
While the officers were still on the scene and animal control was on their way out, and animal control arrived, the dogs again became aggressive. One of the dogs that these dogs were pit bulls. One of the pit bulls broke free as they
shot this one.
Was trying to secure it. Came at the officers, and the officers ended up shooting and killing that dog.
Yeah, so they had to shoot one of them, and then the other ones, even the puppies and stuff, were so aggressive that they had to put these animals down. All of the dogs in this backyard that killed this poor woman.
Sad.
And then you go, what makes that happen? What makes that happen where you have all of these dogs and every one of them is incredibly aggressive? Is that something you put squarely on the owner of these dogs, or did something else happen here? And we look at this with people and their children, and if there's a kid who's bad, mostly I blame the parents, but sometimes there's cases, they're a little more rare, when you have a kid who's a monster and the parents did everything they could to try to get the kid to grow up right.
Problem child.
Is a problem child, right? Is somebody who was just bad and it didn't matter what the good inputs around them were. And you see that far too often. I would imagine that could be the same with a dog, but I think a lot of people who have aggressive dogs want those damn dogs to be aggressive. I think they're the type that's like, I want my dog to be a security measure, and I want it to be like growling and angry at everybody, and they raise them up like that. And I would not be surprised if that was the case here, because I've seen far too many people with pit bulls where they're the most docile dogs you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah, they can be really sweet.
But then it's like a weapon. If you're the person who wants it to be angry, when the pit bull grows up that way, it's dangerous to everybody.
And then there's little dachshund wiener dogs. Those are the ones attacking people.
Hey, you leave Scrape out of this.
That's right. Scrape, Josh's dog, is one of these wiener dogs. Well, is he 100% dachshund? Or?
No, he's something else.
Yeah, he's adorable is what he is.
Nice guy,
It's
too.
a good dog. Arya Shadowblade on Twitch says, that's on the owner, especially since it was every single dog they had. Yeah, good point. If it was just one, I'd say it might be the dog, but this is definitely on the owner. If you got a backyard, right? If you got a backyard full of animals that are all aggressive and attacking people, you've done something to make that happen, right? That's what I think you're looking at there, no matter what. The hippie woe Vicky on Twitch says, my dog was attacked by a group of German shepherds at my ex's house. The landlord had a family of shepherds he kept breeding and never training because he wanted guard dogs. Some of them just want this to be the case, and it's bad for everybody around them. All right, let's get over to you real quick. Let's see what's going on and check in with Tuck Frump with a dispatch for us.
One of the first things I observed when I moved to Florida about 10 years ago is nobody puts their dog on a leash. It's crazy. I live in the suburbs now. I've been in this house for a few years, and you can go all up and down and around any of the streets and blocks in this neighborhood. Yeah. And everybody every day just has their dogs just running around in their front yard with no leash. Fortunately, most of the dogs are nice, and this isn't some kind of mean dog scare kind of thing. I'm worried for the dogs too. People drive like idiots. What if your dog runs into the road and somebody hits it with their car or something like that? It is crazy. And if you try to talk to any of these people about it, they get so defensive. And the worst part is most of them, the reason why they let their dog play in the front yard is because they decided to dig up their entire backyard for a pool.
Yeah, that does happen a lot. That's a fair point.
My neighborhood's full of people like that.
Yeah.
I've had to kick dogs away from me and my dog before. It's just put them in the backyard, man. You have a fence.
It seems easy enough. But for me, it's one of the only things that I will make a scene about in public if somebody doesn't have their dog on a leash. I don't want to do it. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Like there was a lady who, and this is the one success story. There was this lady who we ran into so many times, and her dog is never on a leash, and it runs around and it goes up and starts screwing with lady. And I tell the lady, I said, can you please put your dog on a leash? Yep. Your dog keeps coming over here. And she's like, oh, no, this dog is nice. Dog is nice. And I say, all right, fine. So we walk away. It happens 2 or 3 more times. And at one point I go, look, can you just get your dog on a leash? And eventually the lady trained the dog. She put a lot of time in, and her dog stays right by her side now. If you have a dog
that's cool,
that's perfectly trained and will listen to you, you don't need a leash. I'm totally for that. I'm totally for that. It's when you don't have a trained dog and it's just running around everywhere, bothering everybody. That's the thing that I get pissed off about. Not a huge fan of that. Well, we're about to see something happen at the box office this weekend. There's arguments over whether the movie The Marvels, the latest comic book mega picture, is going to be a total flop or whether it's going to be a hit. And the reviews are pretty split on this so far. One thing that's crazy, though, they were running trailers for this nonstop. I saw the trailer for this maybe a half a dozen times. And it's, what's her name? Is it Miss Marvel? What's that?
Brie Larson?
Yeah.
Captain Marvel?
Yeah, Captain Marvel.
That's the one.
Captain Marvel, Brie Larson. It's a female-forward movie. The titular characters are all female. And when I saw the first trailer, I was like, okay, this looks kind of a little bit interesting. Maybe not targeting me as much. And I watched the trailer through, like I said, half a dozen times. Yesterday, because they're scared, because pre-sales aren't going well for the movie, they released, or maybe it was the day before, they released a brand new trailer, what they called the final trailer for the movie. The trailer is totally different. Looks like a totally different movie. The trailer starts out with Robert Downey Jr., who, from what I could tell, is not even in the movie.
But he sells, baby.
Yeah, he sells tickets. And they show him in the Iron Man suit, and then they show not Morgan Freeman, Samuel L. Jackson. They show all these other people. And then they show a trailer, one of those 2 long trailers, 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
They show a trailer for the movie. It looks like a totally different movie than they have been advertising this entire time. And so I see posts like this one, and it says, Friday night IMAX showing of The Marvels at one of Portland's busiest movie theaters, and there's not a single ticket sold. But I still go back to, I don't know how many people for a regular movie do the advance purchase. This doesn't look good, but I don't know if that means that this thing is going to be a total flop, if that's just the way it's going to play out. We'll see what the box office numbers look like this weekend. They also just released a new trailer for a Ghostbusters movie. They did the reboot of Ghostbusters.
Again?
It's got the Stranger Things kid in it.
Yeah, well, the last one didn't do too well.
No. There was one that was like an all-female Ghostbusters. People
2016, I think.
Yeah, people were split on that. And then there was the reboot with the Stranger Things kid who's got a wolf name.
Finn
Wolfhard. Or
the skinny one.
Yeah, he's got... And so he's back in this. And I guess the Ghostbusters fight climate change in the new one. I guess
good for them.
That's what they said. I
the
don't know.
Spookiest ghost of all.
Yeah, that's very spooky.
I'll put a little of it on. I don't think they'll curse in the trailer. Oh, I like this already.
I'm telling you, it's going to be another hot one out there. In fact, there are heat alerts in effect for New Jersey, feeling like 100 degrees.
All right. So this massive, world-ending storm rolls in.
They always have to show New York getting CGI blown up.
New York has been hit with tsunami waves in movies more times than any other city.
So it's like 96.
It's like just a giant storm approaches. And then somehow the Ghostbusters, I feel like this is out of their realm.
Yeah.
But they're called on to save the day here.
You want me to fight what?
We weren't prepared for this. What are we supposed to do? But the Ghostbusters are on the case. And they go out to save the day. That seems kind of, I don't know. I don't know if I'm interested or not, actually. But it's a little weird that they're fighting climate change in the Ghostbusters movie. Meanwhile, there is another story about this happening. It's not the first time this has occurred. And it must be so frustrating for anybody involved. The FBI is investigating how cyber criminals obtain medical records and naked patient photos from a Las Vegas plastic surgery office.
Ooh.
They posted them online for ransom, they said. The stolen information included sensitive personal information like names, social security numbers, and nude photos of patients taking before and after surgery. This predates others affecting the Las Vegas Valley over the past year. So this is the new place. If you're out there, you go get some sort of plastic surgery, you get your BBL or your boob job or,
nose job,
or what's that, buckle or buccal, whatever.
Penis extension. I don't know. You get whatever done. And you got your before and after photos because they legally keep those to protect themselves.
Why do I have to get naked if you're working on my nose? Just get naked.
Right. Don't ask questions.
Yeah, that is a red flag, Fritz. You're not wrong about that. As many of the photos which show breasts and other sensitive areas contain patients' faces. About a dozen women have filed a lawsuit against the office, Hankins and Sohn Plastic Surgery Associates, claiming they didn't do enough to protect their private and personal information. So they are very angry about this, and I do not blame them for being pissed off. They all said they were satisfied with their work. They paid $7,000 for one woman, $30,000 for a total body makeover. That's the one I need. I need to give me the whole.
Is that like we're going to take the whole car apart and basically put all new parts on it?
Yeah. I want a six-pack when I'm walking out of this.
If you're right.
Yeah, I want a top to bottom. Just going to be really, really worked over. Christina on the Ghostbusters thing says, honestly, I'm kind of meh on this trailer. I don't know how much they can really connect this to a paranormal without losing the audience. It does seem like there's a disconnect there. Right? Maybe they put the ghosts in the storm. I don't know.
Turns out it was Slimer the whole time.
Maybe Slimer is the leading cause of climate change.
I knew it.
You're totally wrong about this. It could be various different things. But
or it's some Aztec curse.
We'll find out soon enough, I guess. All right, we're going to get to you and your dispatches when we return. A lot of stuff to talk about today. Plus, Fritz on the Street is on the way. We're going to battle it out here on the show. And don't miss out on that. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 and a little
holiday magic.
It's just minutes away and brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Heading through the city, expect delays eastbound between Anderson Street and Ivanhoe Boulevard on I-4. Stop-and-go traffic eastbound before US 27 and after State Road 429. Authorities are clearing up an accident causing delays on State Road 429 northbound between West Road and Ocoee-Apopka Road. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Shopping for new blinds? At Blindster, we offer over 50 different blinds, shades, and shutters at low prices, custom made for your windows, and shipping is free. Shop at home and order 10 free samples of any product before you buy. Blindster.com.
Burden of Guilt, a brand new true crime podcast that tells the harrowing story of Tracy Raquel Burns, a woman who spent 4 decades at the center of one of the most bizarre and disturbing cases in American history. Was she responsible for the mysterious death of her baby brother?
I was told that Matthew died in an accident, and no one really talked about it.
Really tough family dynamics fueled much of what happened in this case.
Listen to Burden of Guilt on the iHeart Radio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Treat your taste buds to the King's Hawaiian Pork and Slaw Sandwich, back for a limited time at Firehouse Subs. With slow-smoked pulled pork, melted pepper jack, and sweet and tangy slaw on a toasted King's Hawaiian bun. Enjoy one today with our new Tropical Cherry Limeade, a refreshing blend of sweet cherry and pineapple flavors with a squeeze of fresh lime. Only at Firehouse Subs. Beverage is artificially flavored. Participating U.S. locations.
We're all looking for the recipe for success. Maybe what you really need is the recipe for fresh. Luckily, that's easy to get. Just go to freshfromflorida.com. There you'll find all kinds of recipes that use in-season and locally grown Florida produce. Visit freshfromflorida.com to learn more.
The Chase Ink Business Premier Card is made for people who make things happen, like me. I'm Sam, founder and CEO of Manifest, a product design company that makes everyday products designed smarter. I get 2.5% cash back on purchases of $5,000 or more, plus unlimited 2% cash back on all other purchases, which helps us make more smart ideas into a brilliant reality.
The Ink Business Premier Card. Learn more at chase.com/business premier. Chase for business. Make more of what's yours. Real business owner compensated for their participation. Account subject to credit approval. Restrictions and limitations apply. Cards are issued by J.P. Morgan Chase Bank and a member FDIC.
Hey, Florida. This is Pete from Repipe Specialists, Florida's #1 repipe expert. And I'm here with some important news. If pipes in your home are polybutylene, they're no longer an approved home water piping system. These inferior pipes create incredible damage, causing homeowner insurance policies to be canceled, leaving you with no other option but to repipe your home completely. And this extends to new policies as well. Floridians, if your pipes are polybutylene, call us today at 844-REPIPE-5 to schedule your free in-home estimate. That's 844-REPIPE-5. With over 60,000 complete home repipes and thousands of 5-star reviews, we'll expertly and seamlessly repipe your entire home in just 1 to 2 days. And our work is guaranteed for life. Plus, call 844-REPIPE-5 now, and for a limited time, you can save 20% and get 0 interest financing for 12 months on approved credit. If you live in Orlando, Tampa, or the surrounding area, you'll want to call us, Repipe Specialists, at 844-REPIPE-5. Or go to repipe.com now.
Hey, you want to get a Big Green Egg? The best place to go by far is Wassie's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up the Big Green Egg for you, and they make it so easy. Follow them on Instagram. It's Wassie's Meat Market, or just go to their website, wassiesmeatmarket.com, to get your Big Green Egg today.
At Easy Cater, we get it. Ordering food for work means you have to deal with this.
Client meeting on Tuesday.
Client wants Taco Tuesday.
19 people.
Need vegan options.
Our budget just got slashed.
Meeting is now Monday.
What about Mediterranean? Client still wants taco.
Claire has a nut allergy.
Gluten-free.
Under budget.
Flavored sodas.
Tacos for a client meeting? Just use Easy Cater. Food for work delivered on time as ordered with a huge variety. 100,000 restaurants, one platform. Order 24/7 at easycater.com.
Looking for top-notch personal protection? The Smith & Wesson Equalizer is here to level the playing field. Easy to rack slide, easy to control ergonomic grip. It's designed for you. With a 10, 13, and 15-round magazine included, size up for better control or size down for easier concealment. Don't miss out on the opportunity to upgrade your safety. Visit your local dealer now. To learn more about the Equalizer, visit smith-wesson.com. Smith & Wesson, empowering Americans. All capacity sizes may not be available in your jurisdiction. Be sure to check your local laws and regulations. When seasonal allergies and clogged sinuses make you miserable, you want fast relief. But recently there's confusion about which cold and allergy products work and which ones don't. In fact, oral phenylephrine, a drug found in many oral decongestants in the cold and allergy aisle, is currently being evaluated by the FDA because it may be ineffective. Luckily, there's a drug-free solution called Navage that for many provides on-the-spot relief. Navage is the natural way to relieve congestion by sucking out the allergens, germs, and mucus that can make you stuffy and miserable. Nasal irrigation works, and Navage makes it quick and easy, but more than anything, it helps you breathe better. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril. Trust drug-free Navage so you can breathe better, snore less, and feel healthier. Ask for Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, or find us online at Navage.com. Navage, Navage, clean nose, healthy life.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyounneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeart Radio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Holiday magic.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, cash. CASH. That's cash. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may the odds be ever in your favor.
Dispensing unsolicited advice on a wide range of pointless topics.
On the show. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Our friend C-Lane will be joining us once again after like 3 weeks or so, or 2.5 or something, I think.
Somewhere around there.
He'll be back on the show tomorrow. He just debuted and posted to the internet the first photo of his son, Jackson, and exploded online when that was posted. And
big time.
I ended up seeing that yesterday. I thought, honestly, I don't want to come down on him. But I'm going to. His wife's post was better. Her post
a lot sweeter.
Her photos were a little bit better. Like there was one where C-Lane was sleeping and his son Jackson was on his chest and they were also sleeping. And I was like, look at that. And then I think now I'm like, he's got to be mush now. He's a dad. He's not going to be able to hang with us anymore.
If you need me to come over tomorrow,
we might need that. We might need it because I think like, does he even drink? Does he even party anymore?
Let's get him drunk.
He's like, trust me, Fritz. He's probably like revving. He's ready to go. It's like letting an animal out of the cage.
Yeah.
This man is ready to take on the world, I would think. We also got Lizzie, our brand new friend, back at the studio today helping us out. Lizzie, are you there? I'm just going to drop in and check on her. Uh-oh. Maybe she's not there. Well, I promise at some points in time she will be back at HQ and joining us on the show. But we'll get to your dispatches before too long here. And I wanted to tell you just some tips, okay? These are things that we need to learn, especially if you live in Chicago, where they steal cars like all the time.
Yeah.
They had a big release that they did for everybody to tell you how to avoid a carjacking. And have either of you ever been almost robbed? Have you ever had an incident where somebody tried to rob you?
No.
Thank God.
Okay. I did. I was in South Florida. I was in West Palm Beach on like Jog Road or Haverhill or something. And me and a couple of people were hanging out in a parking lot out in front of a comic book store of all places. And some dude comes up and he's got his hand in his back pocket like he's holding a gun in his back pocket. And he comes up to me and two friends of mine. He's like, y'all got money? Give me your money. Give me your money right now. And I'm like, what? Are you okay, dude? No, we don't have any money. And he's like walking around really pretending that he has a gun in his back pocket. And then I see his back pocket and it's flat as hell. Like if he has a gun, it's the flattest gun in the world, right?
Pretty cool.
Like this is some sort of weird gun that's as flat as a piece of paper and not dangerous to anybody. And so he's got his hand back there like he's going to shoot one of us. And I said, look, man, we don't have any money. Just leave us alone. And he goes, all right, fine. And he takes his hand out of his back pocket. He goes, y'all got a cigarette I could borrow? I'm like, what? But you're going to fake rob us and then try to get a cigarette from me?
I like that he's got levels, too. He's like, all right, I go in hard with the robbery. If they call my bluff, cigarette.
And you know what? I gave the man a cigarette.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Get out of here. Get out of my hair. So they're telling people in Chicago how to avoid being carjacked, how to avoid somebody robbing you of your vehicle. And a lot of this stuff is kind of clever, the way that they steal these vehicles. One thing they said to be aware of was if you stop at a stoplight, they said always leave space between you and the car in front of you. Because they've taken to doing this tactic where they stop at a stoplight, you pull up behind them at the stoplight, Then two of the people get out of the back of the car and steal your car from you. The car in front of you takes off, and the stolen car takes off after that, which, innovative is one way to do things.
They got creative. It kind of makes sense.
All Day Yucker says, sell your car. Bingo, bango. It's as easy as that.
You're safe.
They said, so what you should do is leave space between you and the car in front of you. If you see several people running at your car, this might give you the opportunity to drive away before they get there. One of the other things is basically encouraging people not to help people because they'll say, if there's somebody, like a woman who is saying she has a flat tire needing some help, and then you pull over and two dudes jump out and they steal your car from you, and that was their intent the whole time.
Red Dead Redemption 2, man.
Basically.
No way.
But they're kind of telling you, like, not to help people out, which sucks. Like, we're letting these folks ruin everything so much that we're like, hey, if somebody pretends or somebody's on the side of the road and they look like they need help, don't worry about it. Just ignore those people. That's how you avoid a carjacking. If this has ever happened to you, let us know your story because I'd love to hear that. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com. Send us a dispatch right now. Welcome on board, by the way, to Will R., the latest Secret Shows subscriber. Appreciate you jumping on board for the uncensored Secret Shows.
Yeah, Will R.
Wow. Lazy Susan has a question for Josh.
Oh, no.
And Lazy Susan's question was so important for you, Josh, that she sent it in 5 times in a row.
Nice.
So
really wants to ask me that question.
In different languages.
It could be. She's like, let me just make sure cover all the bases.
Swahili one, please.
I'll give you what I have here. Here she is, Lazy Susan. With
hey,
question.
Junkie.
Oh, there you are.
Sean. First of all, happy days, guys. Thank you.
Hi.
Sean, you would have hated my family growing up. My mom used to, instead of walking the dogs, she would just open the door and just let them run around the neighborhood.
Oof.
All of our neighbors hated us. And I would come home and be like, Mom, stop just letting the dogs out. I'll walk them. But she would just let them run around the neighborhood, do whatever they wanted, and they would come back when they were done.
Yeah, that's not a good pet owner.
No.
Just for the record, that's not what you want to do. Chi-Town Sweetie over on Discord, not Discord, but Twitch, is saying you should ram the car, or the people who are carjacking you. Chances are they're going to bang up the car anyway. Get a dash cam. Get a dash cam is good advice, man. I don't know how many people have one. I don't think it's like a majority of people yet that have a dash cam.
No.
But that is a smart thing to do. I actually might look into that myself.
Or just, drive a 15-year-old car.
Right. Yeah. Drive something that people don't want to steal is a great strategy.
Put some fake rust on it, if you have a new car.
Get a wrap around your car so it looks like it's all damaged and rusted out.
Is your car on fire? No, it's a wrap.
I don't even know if Lazy Susan, which appears to be a he, has gotten to Josh's question yet. Let's see.
Excuse me. Awful. But yeah, Josh, I wanted to ask you, I've been listening to Sunday Morning Coming Down for like 8 months.
Great.
Thank you.
And the News Junkie 8 months now.
Double thank you.
But do you making it like a note to say Lord willing on every show? Because I've been noticing the last 3 episodes, and he says it once every show. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just delusional. But yeah, I just want to ask you that.
It's one of his catchphrases, man.
Let me let you in on a little secret, Lazy Susan. I'm generally pretty hungover on Sunday mornings, so I fall back on words that just exist in my brain to make it as easy as possible for me.
You got a couple of things that are just shortcuts that you can respond, even if you don't hear what the person says.
Yeah. I have a button bar in my brain that's just default responses. I'm like, there's no way this could mess up.
Yeah.
Lord willing.
Unless the person's like, my mom is dying and doesn't look good.
Hey, Lord willing.
She may die this week. And you go, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise.
And he just says, same.
It's one of those automatic reactions.
Also, pulling back the curtains a little bit, Joseph Martin's is notorious at playing music and then just leaving. So you're like, are we coming back to break? What are we doing?
What's happening?
He does do that.
Doesn't he every once in a while take to playing the uncensored version of a jam?
Yep.
I had to have a talk with him about that this past week.
Josh is quick to hit the dump button whenever that happens. You gotta be on your toes around that,
really
man.
Good.
Yes.
He does a great job. Here's Grounds Guys talking about carjacking.
Hey, Sean, as far as carjackings, when I was in the military, we were in Istanbul for a little while, which was the time
was not exactly friendly to U.S. military.
Right.
Or just Americans in general. And we were in a vehicle, and we were driving through town, actually Istanbul itself, to pick up some stuff for the ship because I was in the Navy. And, of course, when we got to a stop sign, you had a car in front of you that backed up to the front end of your car. And the vehicle was behind us, but they did not pull up directly behind us. So the way you get out of that situation is obviously you put the car in reverse, and depending on which side the carjacker comes up to, which in my case was definitely the driver's side while I was driving, I turned the front steering wheel to the right, so if I was going to go forward, it would be a right turn. But if he backed up, the front end of the vehicle swung to the left, and I hit the guy, and he ended up on the hood, and then we just drove down the street, he fell off and rolled a little bit.
Jeez.
Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. And hope he got injured. And carjacking could be a you-know-what, but you just got to think ahead and just
it's getting windier. There he is. Thank you.
Quite the action film.
Yeah, it hit him. The guys on the hood of the car. It's just absolute pandemonium. That's what you're in for right there. There's a bunch of people who got carjacked who are sending in dispatches. We'll get to some more of these as we go. Is Lizzie at the station? Lizzie, are you there? No. I don't know.
Maybe the mic isn't in one. Oh, there it is.
There we go.
Now I hear you. How are things going back at HQ? Just checking in. You know?
Pretty good, except for there's 4 unidentified hair on the board, and I'm kind of stressed.
Hey, you want to get more stressed? Do yourself. You really shouldn't do this, but I'm going to say it anyhow. If you look directly into that microphone, just stare into that microphone.
Don't do it.
That's it. I'm out.
You see the wear and tear of decades of talk radio.
I did that on Sunday against my better judgment, and I almost threw up.
Those microphones in that studio have been around.
You need CLR to really clean it.
Yeah, be very, very careful back there. Hey, just thinking about this now, Fritz. When we do Fritz on the Street, generally we have 3 people playing.
Yeah.
Should we have Lizzie step in?
I would love that, yeah.
Would you be interested in playing with us in about, 45 minutes or so?
Sure, let's go.
All right, good. All right, that'll bring things up to our normal competitive level here. So Josh doesn't get an easy win on me.
Lord willing.
Yeah, there you go. Right to it. Okay, quick break. When we come back, we're going to get to more of these dispatches, plus a Tesla road rage driver makes the news. Why? Wait till you hear this. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio. It is.
The Monsters in the Morning.
What is everybody on that this is the look?
What do you mean, like the scrunchies around their legs?
Big old hair scrunchies, mom jeans. It's like just bad.
Man, you don't know what you're talking about,
man.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
I'm getting all horny just thinking about it.
Okay.
You're listening to the Monsters in the Morning.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
Heading through the city this afternoon, expect delays eastbound between Anderson Street and Ivanhoe Boulevard. Delays due to an accident on Central Parkway at Montgomery Road. There's slowdowns due to an accident on Aloma Avenue eastbound before Howell Branch Road. Traffic is up to speed on the Greenway. You won't be expecting any delays this afternoon on the Beach Line. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. At Blindster, we offer over 50 different custom window treatments, including faux wood blinds and shutters, all at prices less than retail. Plus, we'll send you free samples before you buy. Don't hire an expensive pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
Stella Artois wants to know, who would you have dinner with? Join the Stella team at the Pub Orlando on iDrive this Friday, November 10th from 6 until 8 for an opportunity to let them know who you would have dinner with, past, present, or future, and why. Then start your dinner with a complimentary Stella Artois and chalice. Just snap the QR code for details on your chance to win dinner on Stella from one of 10 participating restaurants. Let's do dinner, and as always, let's start with a Stella.
Looking to take your next event to the next level? Party Time Rentals in Apopka serves all Central Florida.
From birthdays to weddings, corporate events to family reunions, Party Time Rentals in Apopka has everything you need to make your event unforgettable.
Our wide selection will make your party planning a breeze.
Our friendly staff is ready to help, ensuring your event goes off without a hitch.
Party Time Rentals in Apopka. Visit us today in Apopka or online at partytimeapopka.com.
Floridians, do you know how close you are to freshness? Fresh from Florida is local produce grown by farmers right here in our own state. It's always fresh, always in season, and always mouth-wateringly good. Look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo or ask for it by name where you shop.
Burden of Guilt, a brand new true crime podcast that tells the harrowing story of Tracy Raquel Burns, a woman who spent 4 decades at the center of one of the most bizarre and disturbing cases in American history. Was she responsible for the mysterious death of her baby brother?
I was told that Matthew died in an accident, and no one really talked about it.
Really tough family dynamics fueled much of what happened in this case.
Listen to Burden of Guilt on the iHeart Radio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
You earned it. Get it early. With a Fairwinds checking account, you can get your direct deposit up to 2 days in advance. No more waiting for payday. And we make it easy for you to send and receive money from friends and family. Open a checking account today at Fairwinds Credit Union and reach your financial goals. Fairwinds is federally insured by the NCUA.
It's more than just a fence. It protects your future gardener.
Mom, look at my tomato.
Wow. Your future Olympian. And your future best in show. Get your free quote today for all the future brings at fenceoutlet.com.
Do you have information about a violent crime? Help solve crimes with your anonymous tips at crimeline.org. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Your tips make a difference. Say it here. It's anonymous at crimeline.org. Paid by CSTF.
Once you get your hot stuff freshly grilled right in front of you at Jersey Mike's, I'll tell you, there's no going back to anything else. That'd be like going back to calling your friend on their home phone.
McDougal residence.
Hi, can Jerry come to Jersey Mike's?
Jerry! May I ask who's calling?
It's Danny.
It's Donnie! Pick up the phone! Yoo-hoo!
You know what? I'll call him when the cell phone gets invented. Nope. There's no going back once you get it freshly grilled. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Jesse Kelly here. Do you feel protected? My personal protection plan is owning gold. The Oxford Gold Group helps you buy gold to have on hand or convert it into your 401k. If things get weird, I have gold on hand. I like that. You can buy coins or convert part of your 401k with the Oxford Gold Group. It's easy and safe. 833-995-GOLD. That's 833-995-GOLD. 833-995-GOLD.
Don't miss the boat, my friends. Compare your quote today. That mortgage guy, Don, president of Happy Home Mortgage Brokerage and host of the Home Loans Radio Show, he is here for you. He has over 250 5-star Google reviews and 1,100 reviews at experience.com. So I think it's very safe to say that Don knows what he's doing. And I can say with full confidence that Don is looking out for you. He has your best interest in mind. He's going to treat you like a friend and not like a number like the other mortgage companies. See, chances are very high that you're leaving money on the table. So get the money off the table and back in your hands where it belongs. Get a free fast quote review at thatmortgageguyDon.com. Hit the compare button, and Don's going to review your quote today. That mortgage guy, Don, he's a mortgage broker, not a corner bank or retail lender, and that means he has direct access to wholesale lenders that consumers do not. If you want to see the difference, go to the website right now. Chock full of information for you, very easy to navigate through, and direct access to the man himself. Plain and simple. No spam, no hassle, just peace of mind. Check it out now. ThatMortgageGuyDon.com.
Why is iHeartRadio the #1 streaming radio app? Free music.
Free live radio stations from all over the country.
Free podcasts.
Free playlists.
Free contests. Free artist radio stations.
Commercial-free stations. It's free. I love iHeartRadio. Join the millions of music, radio, and podcast fans on the #1 streaming radio app now.
iHeartRadio.
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 Free never sounded so good.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Holiday magic.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, cash. CASH. That's cash. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may the odds be ever in your favor.
Forever at the crossroads between viral news and total chaos.
I just got an email during the break.
Let's go.
They're unionizing here at iHeart, and they emailed the whole company, and
they're pissed.
Oh, they're fuming. It's like the iHeart logo with a fist in the middle of it.
It's very Public Enemy-esque.
Yeah, they're going at the company. Oh man, I don't know what side to take here. Do I want to keep the bosses happy, which I generally don't do?
Or do we want to broadcast about it on iHeart?
Yeah, rocking a hard place here. I generally, Fritz, if you haven't noticed, take the more friction-filled routes.
Yeah,
that's what I tend to do.
It's punk rock, baby. That's why I love you.
I look at this and I go, well, this would be the easy way to do it, but why go that route? And I don't know what they're up to. It seems like they're pushing for more money for the iHeart podcast people.
But I'm certainly intrigued.
Are we considered a podcast, though? I mean, obviously, we have a podcast, but I don't know if they would consider us a part of their podcast world because we're a radio show that has a podcast. I don't know.
They didn't even send me the email, so you know what? I'm out.
You didn't even
get it? I bet Seacrest got the email.
Fritz got it. You didn't get it?
No.
Unbelievable.
Why don't you want me?
That's true. They should want you on board.
Thank you.
But they don't, I guess. I'm sorry. Sorry to tell you that. It looks like they're not interested.
Guess I'll just respond to these other emails.
You start your own union. That's
Union of one.
Josh's union. And then email everybody about that and go, hey, the other union sucks.
Yeah.
Some of you didn't even get the email like me. Join mine. Well, we learned a lot yesterday because not only was there an election, and you saw that in several states there were some victories for Democrats, including issues that they shouldn't be Democrat or Republican, but for some reason, like marijuana, why does that need to be a partisan issue?
It's the weird hill to die on.
It is. Yeah. It's a stupid hill to die on. And I think most Republicans that I've talked to don't care about that. Maybe super religious people, but for the most part, I don't see a big issue with that. And I really would think they should change that up a little bit. It'd be better for the Republicans to do so. But they asked another question that I find far more interesting and more important. And they said, how old is too old for Washington? The Center Square Voters Voice poll, they said, found that 68% of likely voters said there should be an age limit for president, and 63% said there should be an age limit for U.S. senators and members of the House of Representatives. Everybody seems to be on board with this. We got our Dianne Feinsteins rolling around. We've got all of these. You got
not anymore.
Well, not anymore, unfortunately for her. You got Joe Biden, who is in the White House, who's incredibly old. It's the biggest problem. If you talk to Democrats, Democrats would go, yeah, I like some of the things that Joe Biden has done, but everybody seems to have that concern about the age.
And then they become ageists.
Yeah, because people are like, what if this dude starts completely losing it in the White House? He's a million years old. And people don't want these old-ass elected officials.
Trump is also, he's 80?
Trump is either
79?
Yeah, he's late 70s for sure. Hold on, let me see. I don't want to screw this up. Donald Trump.
You're going to make that dispatcher mad again.
Yeah, 77. Trump is 77 years old. So he's no spring chicken either, and too old for most of these voters because they said afterwards, what is the age limit? What should the age limit be for these offices, for the president? And 10% of people said under 50 years old. Oh, so everybody who is an elected official or president will be under 50. 7% said between 50 and 60 years old. I say for the under 50 folks, why not just teenagers? Let's just fill all the political offices with teenagers and watch it burn. Let's see what happens, what they come up with.
Let's have a baby president.
Let's have a baby president. Why not? We could do that. You know how little small towns do that? They'll be like, this 12-year-old is elected mayor of this small town.
And this dog is deputy mayor.
Yeah, let's do that.
She may be 12, but she wasn't born yesterday.
Why not just go straight for it? Putting the age limit at 60 to 70 was the choice for 39% of people. And putting the age limit at 70 to 80 was the choice for 38%. Only 3% said these elected officials should be 80 and over, which would be both of the major candidates, being Trump and Biden, in their term, right? So if Trump won in the next election, he'd be 78 when he won. He'd be in his 80s for that term. And Biden is, how old is Biden? Is he 80 yet?
I think he's 80, 81.
Yeah, I think
okay,
so.
let's just make sure on this. I don't want to get either side angry.
80.
He's 80 years old, right?
Gross.
So he'll be 81 when the election happens, and he would be 85 if he was still in office through all of that. And that is old, you know? And nothing against you if you're 85. Like, I don't have a problem with anybody who's older. I just think even you would agree probably that you're not your sharpest. You're not, in the prime of things. You're not making the best decisions you made in your life. Arnaud says, one 70-year-old isn't the same as another, though. While that's true, that there are people who are in various stages of intellectual capacity by their age.
And cognitive abilities.
Cognitive abilities can vary, right? So you could be 80 and be totally with it, and you got everything going on, and you could be 80 and you're losing it, right? But if you're 80 and you're totally with it, your cognitive abilities are there. It could happen that in 2 years, that's not the case anymore, right? So like that could completely change.
Yeah, and I mean, not to mention stroke or any sort of just, right then and there changes.
All of the health issues that come along with being of that age are things that make it risky for that person to be president. Gregor over on Twitch says, lower the retirement age to 62 years old.
That's what I'm talking about.
Make it the top age for legislators, etc., also 62 years old. Sea-Witch says, one thing my generation did was sit on the sidelines and let our parents' generation stay in power. That is true. That's on us. Younger people today need to get involved. I think younger people are fairly active politically, but they still don't vote. Like, they have opinions on all this stuff, but young people do not vote in mass. It's a small percentage of people who are 18 to, let's say, 25 or something. In that age bracket, you're a lot less likely to vote. Nicole says, I got hit by a 95-year-old once. They had no business driving. Jesus,
that is kind of scary.
Yeah. So many times you'll see somebody in traffic just really, really driving bad, and you look over and you go, damn, that is real old to be behind the wheel. I think there should be an age for that, too. Like, I think at 85, you go into cruise control. No more.
Or take a test or something.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be merging onto I-4 at 20 miles an hour.
No,
that sucks.
No, I don't want that at all. Okay, let's see what you got going on. We can work at some dispatches. We're going to get all teed up for the next episode. And then Fritz on the Street is going down on the show. Tater Hog has something for you, Josh.
Great name.
They're coming after you today.
What up, junkies? What up, Fritz?
What up?
Josh, let's do this, man. 1 o'clock. Hit me up.
Oh,
wiggle, pop, pop.
Trying to get in.
I do remember last week he sent, I think, 3 dispatches before Wednesday.
All right. Keep our
I'll
eyes
think
out.
about it.
We all have to represent somebody in Fritz on the Street. If we win, they win, and they get the Fritz magnet. So we'll keep that in mind. Here's your local lawn guy with a story about carjacking.
Hey, Sean.
Hey.
Pinkman, Fritz.
Good to hear
You
you.
guys having a good day. Listen, on this carjacking subject, I have never been carjacked, but I have jacked up a car or two. I'll see myself out.
Yeah, please do. Wow.
Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you.
Woo! That was bad, sir. Like, that was one of the worst I've heard in a while.
If you actually jacked a car, that would have been way cooler.
Yeah, I would love to hear that story.
Send me the video.
One more real quick. Lumpy Beaver is talking about RE20 microphones.
Oh, yeah.
Sean, I was a broadcaster back in, the day, shall we say. In any event, we had an RE20 in the studio, and it had a windscreen on the top of it. And I'm telling you what, there was probably a cure for cancer in all of the junk that was in that windscreen. It was awful. Never, ever look into the windscreen or into a broadcast microphone.
Yeah,
Just not
that's why I prefer, we'll go microphone nerd for a second. That's why I prefer SM7B microphones. That's what we have in the studio here, because you can't see all the grotesque things.
It's much less scary to look at.
You can't see all the things that are inside the microphone. And I just remember sitting in the host chair at the studio and looking dead into the center of it one time and going, oh my God.
Yeah.
I am scared. I don't know what this is. There's things that are alive in there.
Yeah.
There's little things crawling around and stuff.
Now you know why touring bands will bring their own mics. They're like, we're not going to rely on this venue's.
God only knows what's in that.
Also, on the vein of worthless information, did you know, good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, that they're not talking about water? They're talking about the rise of the Creek Indian with that saying.
Oh.
Maybe you didn't know.
I didn't. No,
today I learned.
Is he listening to us right
Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
Thank you, Lumpy Beaver. All right. You've bestowed some knowledge upon us. I appreciate that. I told you there was a story about a Tesla road rage driver, and people are upset with the sentence this guy got, not because it's too long or too much of a punishment, but because they thought it was too little. This guy, they showed a series of videos of him. And this guy is the most road rager I have ever seen in my life.
Was this the guy who was filming him with the cameras?
I don't know if he was filming, but the footage I saw was, let me see if I could pull this up. The footage I saw was him running at cars with clubs and hitting them.
No, I didn't see that.
And multiple times he did this. Let me see. Tesla
really stable guy.
No, yeah, this guy is just like out of control. And he was doing this all over the place. All right, hold on. I think this is him.
A Tesla driver involved in several Southern Cal road rage incidents has been sentenced to 5 years for assault.
Like he just goes up to the cars and
from the very
hits them with his like a stick.
Fisher, live for us now in Glendale with reaction from some of the victims of these attacks.
And the people were pissed off because he just got 5 years in prison. And clearly this man has the biggest anger management problem I've ever seen in my life. He threatened to assault a 74-year-old woman. He was on what they called a reign of terror in late 2022 and early 2023. He had been terrorizing drivers for years. There was a huge line of him doing this. His victims, who are being represented by women's rights attorney Gloria Allred, said the punishment does not fit the crime. He targeted at least 6 motorists and was selling steroids as well. Huge surprise.
I wonder what the connection is.
Huge surprise. Would never have thought that to be the case. All right, we got the next episode when we return, plus Fritz on the street right after that. So stay with us. That's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio. At 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by Gringos Locos and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James, Miguel, Ken, and Mike. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Rude Air Conditioning Weather Center, powered locally by Ferguson HVAC.
Happy Wednesday, everyone. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Allison Gargaro with a look at your Central Florida forecast. Afternoon highs today reaching 84 degrees through the Orlando metro. Another sun-filled day. Boy, it's going to be gorgeous. Low humidity and dry skies. Overnight tonight, we're mostly clear with wake-up temperatures for your Thursday in the low 60s, and we stay warm through the start of the weekend. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Allison Gargaro.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Since 2010, Blindster has sold millions of custom blinds, shades, and shutters to satisfied customers across the country with 20,000 5-star reviews and an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Custom blinds at low prices and free shipping. Blindster.com.
At Navy Federal Credit Union, we want to share special thank you messages this Veterans Day. And who better to hear them from than your friends and family?
Happy Veterans Day to my husband, Timothy Golden. We are so proud of you.
I'd like to shout out Brendan Barrett, who served as an infantryman in the U.S. Army.
Sending a happy Veterans Day shout out to my amazing husband, Shane Dixon.
And from all of us here, happy Veterans Day. Use hashtag Gratitude Mission to thank a veteran and honor their service. Your service inspires ours. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Insured by NCUA.
Cool's right here. Don't delay. Pick up your phone and dial away. 888-40 today. Get it done today with Cool today.
For 60 years, our team of air conditioning experts has been here to help you with all your AC needs. Right now, get up to a $2,000 tax credit with the purchase of qualifying new equipment.
Cool's right here, don't delay. Pick up your phone and dial away. 888-40 today. Get it done today with Cool today.
West 2 News, now here for you at 7 p.m. Because breaking news doesn't wait for the right time.
News never stops.
And that's why our team keeps going.
We're adding more coverage of what matters most to Central Florida. The big stories that will have you talking. An accurate forecast you can depend on. Stuart Moore, Michelle Imperato, Tony Manalfi. West 2 News at 7 p.m. Local, live, late breaking.
On the next Access Hollywood, Millie Bobby Brown, America Ferrera, and Brooke Shields. Big night in New York. Hollywood's female trailblazers and game changers honor their own. It's the Glamour Women of the Year. Then Kelly Clarkson on her new life in Manhattan. Does she have her sights set on Broadway? And the DeVitos certainly do. Our exclusive with a father-daughter duo lighting up the New York stage.
Now, for many years, we've liked each other. And from the very beginning.
And I've known you a really long time.
It's been a while.
So.
Next, Access Hollywood.
And Mario Lopez here. Join me for Access Hollywood tonight at 7:30 on West 2.
Some days, my active psoriatic arthritis makes it hard to get in the game. Now, the ball is in my court, thanks to treating my skin and joints with Sky Rizzi, Risankizumab Rizin, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults.
Nothing is everything.
Sky Rizzi helps with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. For those who also have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible with just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Sky Rizzi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Sky Rizzi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor today about Sky Rizzi and visit skyrizzi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI to learn more.
At Mattress Firm's Black Friday sale, better sleep and unmissable deals are a sure bet. Save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic and score a $300 instant gift for pillows and more. Plus, get your new bed with fast and free delivery. Don't miss the Black Friday sale at Mattress Firm.
Thousands of stores across the country are pulling brand-name cold and allergy products off the shelves. Why? Because an FDA advisory panel recently determined that a drug they contain, oral phenylephrine, is ineffective as a nasal decongestant. Navage offers a drug-free solution that's fast and highly effective at relieving nasal congestion caused by colds and allergies. Navage uses suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out of the other nostril to help suck out allergens, mucus, and germs. Nasal irrigation works, and Navage makes it quick and easy, but more than anything, it helps you breathe better. Don't waste your time or money on products that are ineffective. Trust drug-free Navage for fast relief to help you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. Ask for Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, or find us online at Navage.com. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
Simply Safe was named the best home security of 2023 by U.S. News and World Report. But we don't do what we do for the accolades. We do it to protect you and everything you love. Our advanced sensors and HD cameras are powered by 24/7 professional monitoring for fast emergency response. Visit simplysafe.com/radio to get 50% off any new system today. Advanced home security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
If we don't grow our social media following each month, our corporate overlords will take away our free coffee at work. We like our free coffee. We need our free coffee. Please follow us. Real Radio 104.1 on all social platforms is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. Hear it here first. Then everyone else will catch up in a week or 2 or 4. You're listening.
Moments. All things happening in the world of entertainment and beyond. And Eddie emails tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Eddie says, mailbox money. Hi, junkies. Wanted to take a moment to tell you about mailbox money in my life. Got home on Monday and checked the mail. I saw that I had a letter from Capital One for their credit card settlement. Now, this is this thing where we always tell you if there's these class action suits that you could take part in, and you just do 5 seconds of work online, and then you get a check in the mail or whatever. Yeah. And the people have gotten big money listening to us talk about those. He says, I don't even remember filling out the postcard for it, but I'm glad I did, because when I opened the envelope, I had to reread the amount about 2 times. $1,980.78, he said. That's right, almost $2,000 for a credit card I haven't had for over 10 years. I quickly endorsed the check and mobile deposited into my account and paid my mortgage and laughed that the check spent more time in my mailbox than it did in my checking account. He said, I did save a little, though, so I could bribe someone to pick me for Fritz on the street, so you might want to keep that in mind, Eddie. All right, Eddie, I'll keep you in mind.
How much, Eddie?
Yeah, what are we getting out of this?
Because if you trick me and it's like $1, I'm going to be big pissed.
I'm going to put down mailbox money, Eddie. All right, I got you on my list here. Before we do the next episode, I saw that the king gave a speech, King Charles in the United Kingdom, and his focus was on cracking down on cigarettes. And this is also strange to me. First of all, England, get rid of the king. Get rid of the royal family. It's so stupid and
no, they need that guy.
He does nothing. It's such a cucked way to live, where this king is going to come out and tell you, no more smoking now. King says so. What year is it, for God's sake? And the United Kingdom is coming out and saying we're in support of the king. King Charles, with his sausage fingers, is right about this. And they're going to shut down smoking in the UK. The new plan means somebody who's 14 years old today will never legally be sold a cigarette. If you're 15, smoke them while you got them. Go
so
for
much
it.
for free country.
Yeah, you're good to go. There ain't no freedoms over there anymore. But they're going to have a ban on cigarettes because the king says so. Oh, my God. Can you imagine if we had a king in the United States of America?
He's mad because he can't smoke because his fingers crush the cigarettes.
It probably happens that way. It's so weird. We have a royal family, and under the royal monarchy, I don't know how many countries there still are, but there's a lot. Canada, Australia, there's countries all over the world that are still, he's actually the king to them. Some people have dumped out of it, actually, but more people should. It's the dumbest thing in the world. I don't know. We're in 2023. Let's bounce the royal family, please. They're all annoying anyways.
No gods, no masters.
Thank you. Yeah, and guess what? I'm not a hairy guy. Hold on. I should rephrase that.
You're pretty hairless.
I'm not a Prince Harry guy. I find him to be annoying. I mean, the guy, he wore a Nazi costume, and then in his book, he blamed his brother for him wearing the Nazi costume. Right. Like, okay, all right, that whole thing. Not a big fan of him, but who cares about William either? Right, if we're being honest about this.
He's the more boring of the two.
Yeah, I don't want either one of them. It's a royal family in 2023. Get out of here with this nonsense. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do the next episode. Lizzie, when I say let's do the next episode, then bam, you hit that intro. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV. You can't keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about? Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina. Hey.
JK, it's with me. And the next episode is brought to you by that.
There you go. That's for you.
Son of a bitch. Brought to you by that mortgage guy, Don.
That mortgage guy, Don, is the best of the best. If you are trying to get a loan for a new house, which, first of all, congratulations. That's awesome. Great to be a homeowner. Second of all, you got to know how to navigate all these rates that are out there. And that mortgage guy, Don, can help you out with that. He gets access to rates that you can't since you're not in the field. And he'll walk you through the whole process. Because when you've done it as many times, when you've gotten so many loans set up for people as that mortgage guy, Don, has, he just knows every step of it. He knows when things can go wrong. He knows how to make sure that you have the best setup that you possibly could with your home loan. So reach out to him or go over to the website and catch up with the Home Loans Radio Show. The podcast is right there at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Boom. Thank you very much.
Now you know.
And we enter the world of entertainment with this guy right here.
Timberland.
Damn.
How did you know that? Are you screen looking?
Was fast. You see cheating over there.
Certainly.
He might be cheating.
I was impressed, though, for a second.
He knows his producers.
That was
that's
like,
for sure.
we brought something up on the show one time. It was fairly esoteric, whatever it was. And Fritz gave me like a rundown of this that was so deep level of knowledge. And I go, man, that's really impressive. And then it turned out it was a question from his trivia night the night before. And that's how it was like fresh on his mind. I go, oh, well, I'm still impressed.
He reads a lot, this guy. Timbaland is facing backlash head-on after he made a joke about Britney Spears.
Uh-oh.
Because you can't do that, or the Brit heads, as they're called, come out of the woodwork.
Are they the Brit heads?
No, I just made that up.
I was going to say.
I had you convinced for a second.
Yeah, I thought so.
He reacted to the Woman and Me memoir, particularly the bits about Justin Timberlake, saying JT needed to put a muzzle on Britney. Blaming today's social media climate for her actions. Needless to say, people got very mad at him, and he went live on TikTok yesterday to apologize for it. So Timbaland, stick to producing, I guess.
He hasn't been in the news in a while, though. So
no, I haven't heard of him since Justin Timberlake was super popular.
Yeah, I forgot all about Timbaland. And now at least he's in the discussion a little bit. Not for great things.
Yeah. I think he was in that Milli Vanilli documentary. And
Was he?
Yeah.
Really? He goes back that far that he had something to do with that, or he?
It was just like their impact on music.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He's
Great
been
documentary.
around for a while. Matthew Perry has been laid to rest at long last, and even though it wasn't that long, alongside some of the biggest stars in Hollywood, but his loved ones would like to keep the grave's exact location a secret for now, obviously. His casket has been placed within the walls of Sanctuary of Treasured Love.
Sounds nice.
It does sound nice.
I'd also like to keep my grave's location an absolute top secret, because I know you folks who listen to this show, you're going to be G.G. Allenin all over my grave, and I don't want that happening.
You could go the Nick Cage route and just build a giant pyramid in the middle of the cemetery.
It just makes it a big target, though.
Way cooler that way. Anyway, he's buried in a private section on the grounds of the cemetery alongside Carrie Fisher, Debbie Reynolds, Michael Clark Duncan, and Ronnie James Dio, among other big celebrities, they say.
All right.
So there he goes. This guy right here.
I was banging 7 gram rock. One gear.
Brett Michaels?
No.
Charlie Sheen.
That's the guy.
Tiger Blood.
Yeah. Winning Tiger Blood. Charlie Sheen is finally giving his blessing to his 19-year-old daughter, Sammy Sheen, on having an OnlyFans account.
This is great because at first he was very upset that his former wife and his daughter were starting OnlyFans accounts, which, whatever, do your thing, make your money, hustle. But he was pissed off about it. But then we found out they made a bunch of money. He was like, okay.
That's exactly what happened.
What did you think was going to happen,
Yeah,
man?
Denise Richards went on Bethany Frankel's podcast and said Charlie is now happy with Sammy's life choices because she was able to buy a car and house with her OnlyFans earnings.
Is Bethany Frankel part of the podcast union?
She might be.
Is she on board with this?
She's a real housewife. So.
Still can't believe you didn't get the email.
Listen,
they're upset with Josh.
They don't want me. I guess I'm too big of a name, probably.
Maybe that's it. That's what it is.
Not you guys, though. Just me.
They're worried that you'll draw too much attention to the union, and they kind of want to fly under the radar for now.
Man, he's not taking the hint.
Jesus, leave us alone.
I've been trying to get rid of this guy for years. This gal right here.
Taylor.
Yes. Swift. Taylor of the Swift variety.
Yeah, she can go by a single name at this point, I think.
Yeah, just T.
Just T works?
Her concert film is still playing in Israel despite stories that might indicate otherwise. People thought that she had yanked the flick from Israel to make a political statement, which was not the case at all. It was an issue with a third-party ticketing company that instead of allowing people to buy tickets in Israel, it would kick them over to Lebanon and surrounding Middle Eastern countries.
Oh, okay, I see. It's probably not playing in Gaza, would be my guess, though.
Unless all they have left is a movie theater.
Yeah, I don't think it's playing over there. I wonder if anybody is going to do that, like start saying our movies won't be featured in Israel, or take up a side on this, because a lot of people have already. I don't know if you pulled the Gal Gadot thing.
I did not.
Gal Gadot played Wonder Woman, I believe, and she's been in a bunch of movies, and she wanted to, this is kind of a strange move, but she wanted to screen like a 40-minute movie of Hamas's massacre on October 7th, the same one that the Israeli government showed journalists. And I thought, like, I get your point, and I see what you're doing. You want to show people just how terrible these folks in Hamas were, which you're absolutely right about that. But I wouldn't want to go see that movie.
No.
I've seen enough to know that it was bad and that I don't want to see any more of this. But
I saw that story, and I saw some of the screenshots from what she wanted to show, and I was like,
sitting in the theater,
avoid that.
Watching that in a movie theater? No.
Yeah.
And I saw that she's losing some of her Hollywood friends because people like on different sides of it. Right. I'll say it a million times. I said it when this started. I said, if you think the transgender debates, if you think all that stuff was heated, that's got nothing on this. This is the oldest argument in the book, and people get fired up about it, and you lose friends over it. And you lose, like, interactions with your loved ones are harmed by this. It's just a big, giant mess. But at least you could still see Taylor Swift's movie in Israel.
Yes. Go enjoy the Eras Tour movie in Tel Aviv this week. Dr. Phil is returning to TV.
Oh, thank God.
That really got me in a spot where I didn't know he left TV.
I didn't know either, no.
Apparently, his long-running talk show ended in May after 21 seasons. But now he is launching his own cable network because that's what everyone does now. And he's calling it Merit Street Media.
That is a terrible name.
It is really dumb.
What's the name of the channel? Is like a different name for it? Dr. Phil TV or something?
No, that's the name of the channel, I guess.
Merit what?
Merit Street Media.
I hate it.
And he's going to have a nightly show airing at 8 p.m. Eastern time called Dr. Phil Primetime.
Oh, okay. This is very exciting.
Very good at naming things over here. He says that first episode will premiere Monday, February 26th, and it will follow the same format as his longtime daytime talk show.
Boy.
And he says he wants to talk to families about real problems because, quote, American families and our core values are under attack.
Sounds exciting.
Yeah.
Can't wait to not watch
good
this.
Stuff. Thank you, Dr. Phil, for coming back in these trying times. And finally, this gal right here.
Britney Spears.
Remember we talked about her childhood home being for sale for, I think, $1.2 million?
Right.
After her dad sold it for $289 like 2 years ago.
That's a big hike.
That door that has Christina Sucks, Brit Rules written on it.
I love that.
They say that could go for a little bit extra money on top of the price of the house. Auctioneers have kind of valued it. What number do you think
man, just
for
the door? That's got some pop culture history in it, but it's still just a door. I'm going to say $2,000.
All right.
I'll say $30,000.
It's looking at my screen.
No, I'm not looking at your screen. Where would I find it on there?
The auctioneers say that door could go easily for $20,000 to $30,000, being such a significant piece of 90s pop culture in America. And on the boob tube tonight, you have Survivor on CBS, the 57th annual CMA Awards on ABC, Masked Singer on Fox, NBC News Republican presidential debate on none other than NBC, because that's going to be very exciting. Real Housewives.
Real
Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Dr. Phil.
Yep, he lives in all of us. And then all the late night shows have just the same weird assortment of people that they've had for 100-something days now. And that's your next episode for today, whatever.
All right.
Nicely done.
Now, Lizzie, let's hit the... There we go.
Nice.
Nailed it, man. Fantastic. All right. Lizzie, we're going to do Fritz on the Street when we come back, and you said you would be willing to play along with us, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Have you ever heard this before? Do you have any idea how to play?
I've heard it before, but I'm not sure I'm an expert at it.
Okay, it's not hard at all, and we'll explain it to you when we come back, and we all fight for somebody else, one of the listeners, to, if we win, they win one of these magnets that we have for Game of Magnets. So we'll explain all of this, and we'll get into the action. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 and a little
Holiday magic.
is just minutes away, and brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Travel with caution and expect heavy delays due to an accident on I-4 eastbound between State Road 46 and US 1792. The left shoulder is blocked. Delays due to an accident on Aloma Avenue eastbound before Howell Branch Road. Through the city on I-4 eastbound, there's congestion between Anderson Street and Ivanhoe Boulevard. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. If you're like many people, you may think custom blinds is a job for expensive professionals. Well, at Blindster, if you have a tape measure and a screwdriver, you can install our custom blinds and save big. Plus, we guarantee they'll fit. Blindster.com.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Wassey's Meat Market, the best place to buy a big green egg.
Real Radio wants to provide you with a little holiday magic.
Holiday magic.
Holiday magic in the form of $1,000 13 times a day. Listen for the keyword to win $1,000 weekly from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Then take that keyword and enter it on our website, realradio.fm. Whether you do it on your phone or your computer, we don't care. What we do care about is that you answer your phone from a number that you most likely will not recognize when they call back the winner, because that's how you get some
Holiday magic.
This contest is sponsored locally by Mills Air.
My friends at Mills Air have been in business since 1992 right here in Central Florida. Over 30 years. They're not going anywhere. Carrier, factory authorized dealer, turn to the experts. Equipment changeouts and upgrades right now up to $1,275 in rebates. Go to millsair.com.
Gobble, 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 gobble. Let's talk turkey. RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. With the holidays coming, I need your help. I'm stuffed with cars like a Thanksgiving Day bird. I need to liquidate my inventory now. So quit driving the old car you hate cold turkey and treat yourself to a nicer, newer car for just $1 down. Plus, we'll pay $5,000 over appraised value. Even if you owe $2,000, $4,000, or even $8,000 more than it's worth. We have used cars from just $69 per month and new cars from just $149 per month. Is your credit fried? My dealer next door credit approval process butters up the bankers to help you get approved. You could drive a better car today for just $1 down. And we'll pay up to $5,000 over appraised value. That could get you a brand new 2024 Mitsubishi Mirage for only $14,900. Or a 2024 Outlander top safety pick for only $25,900. I'm RC Hill from RC Hill Mitsubishi, and I'm your car dealer next door. Online at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Requires bank approval. Vehicle purchase at listed price. Negative equity may affect amount financed.
Orlando's best comedy room is safely open. The Orlando Improv welcomes Benji Brown, who is setting a new standard in the comedy realm on November 10th and 11th. Tickets and showtimes online at theimprovorlando.com. Above all, come for the comedy. We could all use a laugh. The Improv is hiring for all evening positions: line cook, cocktail service, and wait staff, food runners, dishwashers. We cater to top talent and the best locals in the Central Florida area. Please call us at 407-480-5233 or email for open interviews.
During the Jeep Black Friday sales event, get up to 15% below MSRP on select 2023 Jeep brand vehicles, 10 or 15% below MSRP depending on model. 10% below MSRP eligible vehicles include Jeep Gladiator and Compass, exclude Sport. 15% below MSRP eligible vehicles include Jeep Renegade, Compass Latitude 4x4, Grand Cherokee L and Grand Cherokee, excludes 4XE and Laredo. Not compatible with lease offers except for Gladiator or with any other consumer incentive offers. Residency restrictions apply. Take retail delivery from dealer stock by 11/30. Jeep is a registered trademark.
It's hot. We all know that. Have you noticed your power bill is skyrocketing? The current cost of energy is the highest it's ever been, and it's probably going to just keep getting higher. Solar Source can change that for you. I recently took the plunge with Solar Source with my pool heater, and man, it's been a game changer. I love working with Solar Source. Solar Source has nearly 40 years in the business. They bring the power of the sun to over 6,000 Central Florida homes since 1984. Mine and my mom's and my sister's included. Solar Source makes it easy with a free estimate. Monster listeners, they have an online tool that lets you get your own solar estimate in just 30 seconds. No pressure, no salesman, just the facts. You can harness your own power and stop wasting thousands of dollars every year renting your electricity at higher and higher prices. Visit solarsource.com/monsters and see how easy it is to get your instant hassle-free quote. Solar Source, the most trusted name in solar. solarsource.com/monsters.
It's No Pay November at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. Get Black Friday savings all month on every new and used car and pay no money down. No interest financing. financing, and no payments for 6 months. How can you say no? Rush to Sutherland Nissan Orlando, OrlandoNissan.com, home of the lifetime warranty. See dealer for details.
You have allergies and you need relief, but you're tired of taking over-the-counter meds. Maybe you've thought, I don't have time to deal with it, and is there really a better solution out there? We've got you covered. And trust me when I say it's easier than you think. The most common thing we hear, I wish I would have come sooner. Set an appointment today with Aspire Allergy and Sinus and say goodbye to allergies. For good. Go to AspireAllergy.com to book your appointment. That's AspireAllergy.com.
Recently, a new client called me and started by saying, Mr. Morgan, I really need your help, but I'm just a nobody. Those words stunned me, and I immediately called him back, and we're now helping him and his family after a terrible accident. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Everybody who comes to our firm at their time of need is a somebody. I grew up poor, but my grandmother was like a queen to us. At Morgan & Morgan, our goal is to level the playing field for you and your family at your time of need. The insurance company has unlimited money and resources. You need a firm who can fight them toe-to-toe. For right at 30 years, we have fought them in courtrooms throughout America. Our results speak for themselves. And always remember this, everybody is a somebody, and nobody is a nobody. Visit forthepeople.com to learn about our firm, Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
At Target, your favorites are our favorites. And when you can save on your favorites too, yes please. This week only, get 20% off select breakfast essentials. That's 20% off all bagged and K-Cup coffee. Talk about essential. From brands like Good & Gather, Starbucks, and more. 20% off all cereal, like Frosted Flakes, Lucky Charms, the list goes on. And 20% off Tropicana and Simply Orange Juice too. But these deals end Saturday, so it's time for a Target run. Restrictions apply.
At EasyCater, we get it. Ordering food for work means you have to deal with this.
Client meeting on Tuesday.
Client wants Taco Tuesday.
19 people.
Need vegan options.
Our budget just got slashed. Meeting is now Monday.
What about Mediterranean? Client still wants taco.
Claire has a nut allergy. Gluten-free. Under
budget.
Flavored
sodas.
Is there vegan?
We
need vegetarian, vegan, kosher, tacos.
Tacos for a client meeting? Just use EasyCater. Food for work delivered on time as ordered with a huge variety. 100,000 restaurants, one platform. Order 24/7 at EasyCater.com.
Fence Outlet has the largest assortment of vinyl, wood, aluminum, chain link, and steel fences in Florida. That means we have the styles you want at the guaranteed lowest price. Right now, put no money down and get 0% financing on any fence. Go to fenceoutlet.com today. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
Mills Air is looking for experienced service techs. Nate certified is a plus, but not required. We have been in business for over 30 years right here in Central Florida. Great pay and benefits. Sign-on bonus depending on experience. Apply at millsair.com.
No payments until February of next year? Visit nationstrucks.com right now.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeart Radio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Holiday Magic!
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. GRAND. GRAND. That's grand. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may your efforts bear fruit.
High diving face first into the world's most viral newsroom.
Of radio in just a moment. And here's how this is going to work. Since Sabrina is in Ireland and C-Lane is still off with his new baby boy, which he's debuted on the internet as of yesterday, we are going to play along with the person helping us keep this show up and running right now back at the studio at HQ, Lizzie. Lizzie is with us. And Lizzie, here's how this game goes. Fritz went out, and he does this every week after his Fritz trivia at Cavo's on Tuesdays. And he asks a bunch of questions to people, questions about pop culture stuff or stuff in the news. And we have to, first of all, guess the answer to the question right. And then we have to see how many people we think also guess that right. It'll all make sense as we go along. You ready to go with us here?
Oh, you know it.
All right, here we go. Now, we all pick somebody to represent during the game. I've got somebody for you, Lizzie. But, Fritz, I'll be picking Mailbox Money Eddie, who just emailed not that long ago.
Oh, yeah, big bucks.
Josh, who are you picking for Fritz on the street?
Tater Hog, who has been bashing me over the head with dispatches for a week now.
All right, Tater Hog. And Lizzie, somebody asked you to represent them. It's BDMP159. Over on Discord. And if we win, whoever's representing you, you get the Fritz magnet. These are very, very rare, hard to get. You only get them if we represent you in Fritz on the street and we win. So, with that said, Fritz, most important question of the day always is, are you ready to go?
You dang right.
All right, let's do Fritz on the street.
Now it's time for Fritz on the street.
Hello, Sean. Hello, Josh. Hello, Lizzie.
Hey, Fritz.
Hello.
Fritz on the street, sponsored by Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go, just call Mo. That's 866-CALL-MO. That number, 866-CALL-MO. In first place with 368 points, we have C-Lane/Josh Fowler.
Oh, yeah, man. We're doing it.
Yep.
Good God.
In second place with 346 points, we have Sean Wasson.
All right.
In third place with 339 points, we have Sabrina Ambra. And in fourth place with 0 points, we have Lizzie.
She's new on the scoreboard here.
Yep.
All right. This could be your day, though. You could rock it right to first place, Lizzie. I believe in you.
Right.
Anyone's game. It's 8 questions, 4 current event questions, and 4 general knowledge trivia questions. Yes, that is correct. I went out to Cavo's Bar and Kitchen last night after Fritz's Funhouse Trivia each Tuesday, and I picked, I think, 9 or 10, 10 participants. So,
Nice.
of course, 8 are picked, but 10 people participated. So if you think you know it, chime in by saying your name, and then you pick up that point if you get the answer correct.
All right. Makes sense, Lizzie?
Oh, yes.
All right. Here we go.
Starting with question number 1. Now, these were taken, like, the past 2 weeks because I wasn't here last week.
Okay.
Last week, a 5.7 magnitude earthquake killed over 150 people in which Asian country?
Ooh. Starting off with a hard one. Sean. Afghanistan?
That is incorrect. Josh.
Turkey.
That is incorrect.
It's technically an Asian country.
It is.
Lizzie, would you like to chime in?
Let's go with, I'm going to throw one out there. Iran?
That would be Nepal.
Oh, we were close.
Yep. Josh, you are in first place with 368 points. We will start with you.
Damn right.
Out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Nepal?
Oh, God. 3.
3.
4.
4. And Lizzie?
1.
1 for Lizzie. Question number 1 with answers of 1, 3, and 4.
Ding, 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 ding.
Someone's picking up 2 points, getting it right on the money. Last week, a 5.7 magnitude earthquake killed over 150 people in which Asian country?
Myanmar.
About this. India?
Philippines.
Thailand.
Nepal. Vietnam. Thailand. India?
That would be 1. So Lizzie's picking up 2 points.
She's on the board.
Strong start.
We now move on to question number 2. In a symphony orchestra, which instrument is played by the concert master?
Oh.
My God, Fritz.
These are hard today.
To us today. The concert master?
Lizzie?
Sean.
Oh, Lizzie.
Violin.
Violin is correct.
Oh, my God.
Nicely done.
How did you know that?
Yeah, this is going to be a grand embarrassment for us.
Lizzie, that is correct. Out of 8 answers, how many do you think said the violin? The conductor comes out and then introduces the concert master.
I want to go with 2.
2 for Lizzie.
Ooh, good. It's a good guess.
What do you think? 4 again.
I'm going 3 again.
4 for Sean.
Just because I think that's the first instrument some people are going to think of.
Probably.
And 3 for Josh. Question number 2 with answers of 2, 3, and 4.
Ding, 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 ding.
We have another ding. In a symphony orchestra, which instrument is played by the concert master?
Baton.
Cello? The drums. No idea. Violin.
Ooh.
Skip.
Violin. Triangle.
Come on.
Yeah, you got to master that triangle. That would be 2, so Lizzie hits a 3-pointer.
What the hell?
And
I think insider knowledge.
And Josh, with your guess of 3, you are picking up 1 point.
Oh, good enough.
We move on to question number 3. At the age of 54, which American actor... Josh.
Matthew Perry.
Matthew Perry is correct.
Yeah, score 1 for the big guy.
Yep. Full question. At the age of 54, which American actor unexpectedly passed away? Josh, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Matthew Perry?
Oh, 7.
7?
8.
8 for Sean?
Bold.
6.
And 6 for Lizzie.
Nice.
Question 3 with answers of 6,
I swear to
7,
God.
and 8.
Ding, 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 ding,
I swear to God, if it's right on the money.
That's 3 in a row. At the age of 54, which American actor unexpectedly passed away?
Pass.
Matthew Perry. Matthew Perry.
Matthew Perry. Matthew Perry from Friends. Matthew Perry. Matthew Perry.
I don't know.
Oh, my.
That would be 6.
She's on fire.
So Lizzie is picking up another 2 points on that one. And
I don't know.
Josh, with a guess of 7, picking up 1 point.
Whatever.
We move on to question 4. After question 4, that of course is the halfway point. I will tell you who is leading on the day so far for Fritz on the Street. Question number 4. Which actress has had roles in films such as Wild Wild West, Eternals, and Frida?
Oh, my God.
This is the hardest Fritz on the Street ever.
It is.
Wild.
Sean. Susan Sarandon.
That is incorrect. Wild Wild West, Eternals, and Frida. Josh.
Penelope Cruz.
That is incorrect.
I was close, I think.
I'm going to go with Sabrina from the show.
Sabrina.
Is it her?
That is incorrect. Let's
That'd
see.
be cool.
Josh, you got question 3 right. We will start with you. That would be Selma Hayek.
Oh, that was the one I was thinking of.
Josh, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Selma Hayek?
3.
3.
2.
2 for Sean.
0.
Ooh, goose egg
Ooh.
for Lizzie. Question number 4 with answers of 0, 2, and 3.
Ding, 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 ding.
So that's
No
perfect
one
through
knows
4.
Selma Hayek.
Which actress has had roles in films such as Wild Wild West, Eternals, and Frida?
Skip.
Selma Hayek.
Yeah, it's a pass.
Salma Hayek.
Martha Stewart. Selma Hayek.
Pass.
I did
That
it.
would be 3. So Josh is picking up 2 points on that one.
Wow, I am getting my ass kicked.
And
right
Sean,
now.
with your guess of 2, picking up 1 point.
All right, I'll take that.
That means halfway through Fritz on the Street with 4 remaining. In first place with 7 points, we have Lizzie /BDMP159.
He's winning.
In second place with 5 points, we have Josh /Taterhog. And in
boy.
third place with 1 point, we have Sean Watson.
How many points does she have?
7.
Oh, my God.
We have Sean Watson /Mailbox Money Eddie.
Eddie, you ain't getting any money out of this one, buddy. Ain't having it.
Moving on to question number 5. Who is elected the 54th Speaker of the House?
Sean.
Sean?
Man, I forgot the guy's name.
So did I.
Deddy Hastert is not the right answer. I don't know.
Josh.
That is incorrect. Josh?
Jim Jordan.
That is incorrect.
Oh, it's the other one.
Lizzie?
Oh, good grief. I should know this because I work on y'all's sister stations. Oh, that's
It took them too long.
It didn't stick with me, you know?
No, that's the thing.
Is that a pass?
Yeah, I'm going to have to pass.
Okay, that would be Mike Johnson.
Oh. That sounds like a fake name.
It does.
Josh, you got question 4. No, you got question 3 right. So we will start with you. Out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Mike Johnson?
Oh, my God. 1.
1.
2.
2 for Sean.
I'm going to stick with 0.
And a
Nice.
goose egg for Lizzie. Question 5 with answers of 0, 1, and 2.
Ding, 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 ding,
Oh,
ding,
man.
You guys are perfect through 5. Who was elected the 54th Speaker of the House?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
ding. Mike Johnson.
Some dude. I don't know.
Mike Johnson.
Damn it.
Pass. I don't know.
Oh, pass.
That would be 2. So Sean is picking up 2 points. Woo! And Josh, with your guess of 1, picking up 1 point.
Unreal.
Moving on. Going to question 6 now. In which U.S. state is the Grand Canyon located?
Sean.
Sean?
Nevada.
That's incorrect.
Oh, man. I think there's a little bit in Nevada, isn't there?
It is the Grand
Quite grand. I think there's at least a little nibble of it in Nevada.
Josh.
Arizona.
Arizona's correct.
I want to check on that.
I'm glad you went first. I was going to say Nevada.
I've flown over it before.
Josh, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Arizona?
Oh, 5.
5.
4.
4. Sean?
How many, Lizzie?
I would have to say 6.
And 6
Ooh.
for Lizzie.
She's confident.
Question 6 with answers of 4, 5, and 6. In which U.S. state is the Grand Canyon located?
Colorado. Utah.
Nevada?
Arizona.
New Mexico? Arizona.
Is that in Nevada?
Feels like a lot of states. Nevada.
That would be 2. But
Great.
at the end there, it seems like it's a lot of states. So 2, no points awarded, and we have 2 questions remaining. Moving on to question 7.
Stupid canyon.
Recently,
Not even a little bit of it? God.
Recently, which Major League Baseball team won the World Series?
Josh.
This is the hardest Fritz on the street I've ever
That was, oh, God. Texas Rangers?
That is correct.
Oh, my God. I almost said Diamondbacks.
Redemption.
Josh, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said the Texas Rangers?
This is a baseball crowd. I agree.
That was
them.
Is that the union finally emailing me? 5.
5.
4.
4 for Sean.
7.
And 7 for Lizzie. Question 7 with answers of 4, 5, and 7. Recently, which Major League Baseball team won the World Series?
Texas Rangers. The Rangers. Texans. Texas something?
Texas Rangers. Sorry, Fritz.
The Texas Rangers.
Oh, Texas Rangers.
Damn it.
Rangers.
Damn.
That would be 8. So, Lizzie, with your guess of 7, picking up 1 point. And we move on to question 8. That's the last question for Fritz on the Street. But before I do, let's take a look at the scoreboard. In first place with 8 points, that would be Lizzie / BDMP 159. In second place, I guess we have a tie, 8 points each. So first and second place, Josh / Tater Hog. And in third place with 3 points, we have Sean Lawson / Mailbox Money Eddie.
This is
You're
my
coming
most
back.
embarrassing moment, man.
So
The Grand Canyon got you.
the Grand Canyon. Question 8. What is the capital of Ohio?
Sean.
Sean?
Man, maybe it's not as obvious. It's not. Cincinnati?
That is incorrect.
Oh.
Josh.
Josh?
Oh, no. Cleveland.
That is incorrect.
I knew it.
Columbus.
Columbus is correct! She's
Hey.
now in the lead.
We're idiots today.
They should change the name because no one likes that guy anymore.
Get out of here.
Lizzie, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Columbus?
Oh, I'm gonna go back with my number 6.
6.
Oh.
4.
4 for Sean.
No, you did it to me. 5.
And 5 for Josh. Question 8 with answers of 4, 5, and 6. What is the capital
Damn
of
it.
Ohio?
I don't know. Cincinnati.
Toledo? I have no idea.
Cincinnati. Columbus.
Columbus? Cleveland. Sherman. Canton.
That would be 2.
My God.
That means no points awarded there at the end, and we do have a first place, second place, and third place winner now. In first place with 9 points, congratulations, Lizzie / BDMP 159. In second place with 8 points, we have Josh / Tater Hog.
Yay.
And in third place with 3 points, Sean Lawson / Mailbox Money Eddie. And that is Fritz on the Street.
Thank you, Fritz.
Nicely done, Lizzie.
That was my worst performance ever. Lizzie, great job. You did fantastic. And you mopped the floor with us. My brain is not working
No,
today.
you got mopped. I was close second.
Oh, yeah. Why am I dragging you along with me? It was not necessary.
I knew where the Grand Canyon was.
I'll write that down. I won't get it wrong next time. Well, make sure you are paying attention to what's going on in the world of Fritz. You need to be involved and go hang out with him for his trivia nights. You can do that by following him on Instagram. It's no_regrets_coyote to follow Fritz online. And you'll see what he's going to Cavo's, where he's going anywhere else, what he's putting out music. He's very, very involved with a lot of music projects. And I would encourage you to check it out, including Florida Slang. You know, it's one of his bands. He also in Sabby's Little Helpers. He's done so many things that you need to check out. So go check him out over on Instagram.
By the way, there's a new Florida Slang single out called
is there?
Like a Southern Road.
Nice.
Yeah, so check it out wherever you stream music.
Just search for Florida Slang. You're going to hear Fritz's beautiful voice. And he makes these songs that, I swear to God, sound like they were recorded in the top line music recording studio. Just out of your house doing this.
And really, it was just a closet with a towel on my head.
Getting it done.
Get it done.
All right. We'll be back in just a second. You going to hang out with us, Fritz?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, thank God. You've been hanging out the whole time anyways.
Always, baby.
What? I'm just used to saying that when you come through halfway through the show. But when we come back, we'll get to an update on Jeremy Renner. Remember, he got ran over by that snowplow.
Crazy.
And it crushed his entire body, for God's sake. But he's starting to do better now. Now they're talking about the things that he had to undergo to be able to get back on his feet. And this guy really went through it. He absolutely was put through the ringer. So we'll check back in with him and see how he's doing after a 14,000-pound snowplow drove over his body. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
Almost every woman I've known sleeps naked.
No, when I was a kid, I used to wear a nightgown, a cardigan sweater, socks.
Oh, you were homeless?
The Jim Colbert Show, weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
Travel with caution and expect delays. Authorities are clearing up an accident on Washington Street at Summerlin Avenue. There's slowdowns due to an accident off to the left shoulder on I-4 eastbound between State Road 46 and US 1792. Delays through the city on I-4 westbound between Princeton Street and Robinson Street. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. At Mattress Firm's Black Friday sale, better sleep and unmissable deals are a sure bet. Save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic and score a $300 instant gift for pillows and more. Plus, get your new bed with fast and free delivery. Don't miss the Black Friday sale at Mattress Firm.
Hey, Florida. This is Pete from Repipe Specialists, Florida's #1 repipe expert. And I'm here with some important news. If pipes in your home are polybutylene, they're no longer an approved home water piping system. These inferior pipes create incredible damage, causing homeowner insurance policies to be canceled, leaving you with no other option but to repipe your home completely. And this extends to new policies as well. Floridians, if your pipes are polybutylene, call us today at 844-REPIPE-5 to schedule your free in-home estimate. That's 844-REPIPE-5. With over 60,000 complete home repipes and thousands of 5-star reviews, we'll expertly and seamlessly repipe your entire home in just 1 to 2 days. And our work is guaranteed for life. Plus, call 844-REPIPE-5 now, and for a limited time, you can save 20% and get 0 interest financing for 12 months on approved credit. If you live in Orlando, Tampa, or the surrounding area, you'll want to call us, Repipe Specialists, at 844-REPIPE-5, or go to repipe.com now.
Stella Atois wants to know, who would you have dinner with? Join the Stella team at the Pub Orlando on iDrive this Friday, November 10th from 6 until 8 for an opportunity to let them know who you would have dinner with, past, present, or future, and why. Then start your dinner with a complimentary Stella Artois and chalice. Just snap the QR code for details on your chance to win dinner on Stella from one of 10 participating restaurants. Let's do dinner, and as always, let's start with a Stella.
Listen up, this is so easy. Do you want the most money for your used car? Do you want a hassle-free process? Of course you do. Give Me the VIN is A+ rated by the BBB. That's Better Business Bureau, baby, and thousands of online reviews. Give Me the VIN will beat your written CarMax offer or write you a check for $100. It's that simple. Get the most money for your used car right now at GiveMeTheVIN.com. America's best car buyer.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVIN.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Need your carpets and tile looking great without sticky, soapy, chemical residue left behind? Zero Res cleans the right way and with impeccable customer service. Zero Res, over 800 5-star reviews. Check them out online, OrlandoZeroRes.com. Zero Res, spelled forwards and backwards. It's the right way to clean.
This is Ian McKellen inviting you to a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Discover the power of the One Ring through Howard Shore's music of The Lord of the Rings. Beneath an immense screen, full orchestra and chorus will bring the music of Middle-earth uniquely to life. There is only one Lord of the Rings. Come share in the power.
Coming to the Dr. Phillips Center January 26th through 28th. Get tickets now at drphillipscenter.org. Part of our family series supported by Experience Kissimmee.
Entertaining in your backyard this holiday season is easy with help from Tools Ace Hardware. Get a brand new Big Green Egg, Traeger, Weber, or Napoleon grill and cook your favorite holiday dishes outdoors. You could also get a Pollywood outdoor dining set or Adirondack chairs for hosting your next gathering. Plus, Tools Ace has fire pits, firewood, patio heaters, and propane to keep everyone warm if the temperature drops. Get it all assembled and delivered to your home for free when you spend $3.99 or more on grills or patio furniture. Visit one of their 13 Central Florida locations or shop online at acehardware.com. Tools Ace, the backyard place.
When a client comes to our firm after an accident, we have the awesome responsibility of returning what was taken away from them. Loss of income and earning potential, past and future medical bills, pain and suffering, the loss of the enjoyment of life. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Our clients don't seek charity, they seek justice. They're looking to have their life back and property restored. Visit forthepeople.com to learn about your legal rights. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Treat your taste buds to the King's Hawaiian Pork and Slaw Sandwich. Back for a limited time at Firehouse Subs. With slow-smoked pulled pork, melted pepper jack, and sweet and tangy slaw on a toasted King's Hawaiian bun. Enjoy one today with our new Tropical Cherry Limeade. A refreshing blend of sweet cherry and pineapple flavors with a squeeze of fresh lime. Only at Firehouse Subs. Beverages artificially flavored. Participating U.S. locations.
Looking for top-notch personal protection? The Smith & Wesson Equalizer is here to level the playing field. Easy to rack slide, easy to control ergonomic grip. It's designed for you. With a 10, 13, and 15-round magazine included, size up for better control or size down for easier concealment. Don't miss out on the opportunity to upgrade your safety. Visit your local dealer now. To learn more about the Equalizer, visit smith-wesson.com. Smith & Wesson, empowering Americans. All capacity sizes may not be available in your jurisdiction. Be sure to check your local laws and regulations.
This earful of Rail Radio is sponsored by RC Hill Mitsubishi, Highway 1792 in DeLand.
iHeart Podcast Update. This week on your free iHeart Radio app. Sex, Lies, and Spray Tans. We'll take you all the way back to Dancing with the Stars Season 1 and up through today for all the dance floor drama. Next question with Katie Couric. Katie brings the thoughtful, inquisitive, relatable style to a slew of new and intimate conversations with some of the most fascinating and innovative people in news, politics, and pop culture. The Uppity Knitter Podcast with Saida Garrett, featuring musicians that Saida is friends with, discussing their interesting and unusual hobbies. Hear these podcasts and more on your free iHeart Radio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Come see why Sutherland Nissan Orlando is the 2023 Global Nissan Award winner.
Holiday magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Grand. G-R-A-N-D. That's grand. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may your efforts bear fruit.
Filling you in on the shocking details. Just try not to pass out.
To really let myself down. I'm going to punish myself after the show for that. We're going to hear from you with your dispatches in just a moment. A Fritz on the streets that led to Lizzie's victory here today on the show. Lizzie's back at HQ. You work over at the political news talk station from iHeart? Is that where you work?
That is right, over there at News Radio WFLA.
And what do you do at News Radio WFLA?
I'm an associate producer, and I'm also on the Better Lawns and Gardens show on Saturday mornings.
Oh, nice. Are you into the political stuff? You get deep into politics?
Yes and no. I wouldn't say deep. I kind of tread a little bit into it, but not too much.
Are you like a MAGA gal, or where do you find yourself on the spectrum?
I am so scared to answer that.
Oh, you don't have to if you don't want to.
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah. I'm not going to push you into anything here, but we're just trying to get to know you a little bit and figure things out. How long have you worked with the station?
2 years now, but I used to be on Real Radio back in the early 2000s. And,
did you really?
Yeah, and then I was over in Daytona for a while, and then my daughter, who's also the digital person here for iHeart, Brooke Steele, she missed me so much and asked my husband to turn the radio on so she could hear me. So I had to quit my job in radio for a while, but I chose to be a parent, so I was okay with that.
Wait, why did Real Radio unceremoniously fire you? Or what happened there?
Well, actually, they ended up canceling Melissa Fox's old show, The News Bang.
Unbelievable.
So, yeah, so I kind of went away with it, but then I came back, so I'm happy.
Wait, what time was that show on?
From 4 to 6.
Oh, wait, the time on. I didn't replace that, did I? Because I used to do a very early time slot way back in the day.
No, I don't think
but
so.
I hope I'm not the reason for you getting pushed out.
I had to give up my radio career because of you.
And now you're here to take revenge.
That's what's happening. She's going to take us down from the inside right now.
That's the whole motive behind the Fritz on the Street victory.
Oh, man. Well, okay, we learned a little bit, I think, here. We don't know if she's MAGA or if she's like a Biden fan or... But, you know, that's
in the middle, perhaps.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe she's a centrist. You know, maybe she looks at all this stuff and it just drives you crazy. That's the way a lot of people are looking at things now.
Pretty much.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to keep checking in with you from time to time, Lizzie, and we appreciate you hanging out with us today, obviously.
Thank you.
And let's talk about, I wanted to bring this up for a second. I hate this as a topic, but I am impressed, so I have to say it. As weird and Kermit the Froggy as that damn Golden Bachelor guy is,
hey there,
it's still working for him. They said it's it said when factoring in streaming viewership, the latest episode got 7.37 million viewers.
Damn.
So they used to get these big numbers back in the day on The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. They used to get huge numbers. But over the years, it's dwindled down, whether because they've shifted the way they do it or because people just got tired of it.
Chris Harrison got fired.
Chris Harrison got fired for no reason.
That's my stance.
That was the dumbest thing they've ever done. And now the other Jesse guy who's in there, it's like, I don't hate him, but I don't like him.
He's just kind of there.
He's just there.
He's no Wells.
Yeah, and I don't believe him when he's like trying to be open and emotional with
he's
the
like, wow,
contestants.
That is a terrific love story.
But people are watching it. 7.37 million viewers for The Golden Bachelor. It says ABC didn't say how many viewers watched the premiere in the 3-day window, but that episode did boast 11 million multi-platform viewers in the first 7 days of viewing. So that's very, very big. It's the biggest in several years for the Bachelor franchise, which includes, you know, the Bachelor in Paradise and all that other crap.
The Bachelor Extended Universe.
He just makes me so uncomfortable. I don't know if I can get past it.
The Golden Bachelor?
Yeah, I want to like the guy.
Come here, let me give you a smooch.
And then when he's making out with her, every time I have to look away. It's like, I don't know what it is about that show.
Think their teeth ever fall out?
I don't know. But I'm still watching. I'm still watching the show.
I've heard great things. I just have not turned it on for myself.
No, I haven't tuned into that. It's not nearly as sexy as the Paradise one. That's
depending
the one
on who you ask.
Where they're like they're not blocking out or censor barring any asses in the Golden Bachelor. You know?
But if they were,
then the numbers will be through the roof, man. Jeremy Renner is doing better after his near fatal snowplow accident that happened way back in January. He's provided a physical and mental health update to his fans via Instagram, and he's been through it. He's been through the ringer. He says, I've been exploring every type of therapy since January 14th. Every day, countless hours of physical therapy, peptide injections, IV drips and pushes, stem cell and exomes, red light and IR therapy, hyperbaric chamber 2.0 atmospheres, a cold plunge, and the list goes on and on, he said. He's trying to put it all to the test here. He says, my greatest therapy has been my mind and the will, to be here and to push to recover and be better. He said, be exceptional. I feel it's my duty to do so. This after he was crushed by a 14,330-pound snowplow on New Year's Day, then hospitalized for a slew of injuries. He had 8 ribs that were broken in 14 places.
Jesus.
A collapsed lung and a broken tibia, a broken shoulder, broken mandible, broken face, broken jaw, broken eye socket. His right knee and both ankles were broken. His clavicle was broken, and one of his ribs had pierced his liver. Damn.
Good Lord.
Just stunning that he was able to survive that to begin with. I am very impressed. And before you know it, we'd be back full force, I guess. Okay, we want to hang out with you, so let's work in some dispatches here on the show. Let's go over to Bishop Don. That's a new name to me. Let's see how you do with a dispatch.
Listen, guys, you have a great show. Always have. But I think adding Josh permanently would be a great addition. Think about it.
Uh-oh.
Are you from the union?
He didn't even get your email, sir. He's pushing him through. Josh is always great on the show. He does a fantastic job.
I try.
And if it weren't for him, I would have just been screaming at myself this week, or me and Lizzie would just go in depth on the politics and find out where everything lands.
All MAGA all the time for you.
It would have been getting deep with Casey. It's like this has been great the last couple of weeks. We've been making the most of it. The timing seems very bad, because C-Lane has a baby. He doesn't consult me on the timing of this at all.
Yeah.
Like, literally just went out and had a baby and didn't even bring me into the discussion about this. And he has been off for the last couple of weeks. And then it just turned out that Sabrina got the opportunity to go with her family, her sisters, and her mom to Ireland, and she didn't want to pass that up. And it's like, hey, this is falling on an inconvenient time, but that sounds like a good opportunity, so go try that out. So here we are, just making through the day, and Bishop Don is enjoying himself. So that's good.
Here's you, Bishop.
The Gypsy Queen of the Dead Leaf Galaxy with the dispatch.
Cool.
Hello?
Hey, guys. I don't dispatch much, but I was just sitting here listening to one of the podcasts, and I wanted to let y'all know that I really appreciate you guys. You keep me company during the day.
Thank you.
And you always put a smile on my face, and it's the only thing I listen to while I'm at work. And I really appreciate having you guys here.
Yes.
Just wanted to share that. Have a great rest of your show.
Well, that is very nice of you, Gypsy. Thank you for that. And thank you for being a Secret Show subscriber. One more. Here's Smackrel. He's talking about Wiener Wednesday.
Hey, what's up, junkies?
Hey.
Happy Wiener Wednesday. Enjoying the show. Looking forward to tomorrow hearing C-Lane back.
Me too.
Fritz, come on in tomorrow, man. I'm going to hear all four of y'all together. I think that'd be a good show. Anyway, Sean, how about picking me for trivia today?
Sorry, sir.
Warts and all.
You know, in retrospect, you're probably glad that he did not.
Yeah, I didn't bring it home for old Mailbox Money Eddie or whatever his name was. It wasn't a great performance. The actors' strike may be near its end, according to Deadline. They said SAG-AFTRA and negotiators representing Hollywood motion picture and television studios have reached an agreement on the use of artificial intelligence. That was a big one for them in this negotiation. We are very close, one SAG-AFTRA source told Deadline. Not done yet, but very close with strong protection language in place. The use of AI to recreate actors' likenesses has long been a sticking point in the discussions, as has revenue sharing. This is interesting to me because the writers and the actors are the first people to have unionized and gone against artificial intelligence in a like a vertical of work that I've seen so far.
Yeah.
Like none of the other places that I've seen step up, like radio. Well, I mean, it's all the union email, but radio, nobody's gotten together and gone, hey, they can replace us with AI. We got to make sure these companies can't do this. That's probably a concern of some people.
Should probably get on that.
We should probably get moving here, folks. They're going to replace us with robots. We don't want this to happen, or at least I hope not. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we've got jury duty for you. And also, a man had to get breast implants to save his life. I kid you not. I'll make it make sense. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Same address on another social platform. At Real Radio 1041 on TikTok. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
This is Katina Mobley. This is what's trending from iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by DraftKings Fantasy Sports.
The Magic are headed south of the border. They'll square off with the Hawks tomorrow night in Mexico City. It'll be Orlando's fourth trip to Mexico since 2012. To soccer, where Orlando City SC is heading to the MLS Eastern Conference semis after they swept Nashville out of the first round last night. Lions will meet Atlanta or Columbus. And People magazine has named Philadelphia Eagles center Jason Kelce one of their sexiest men alive for 2023. I'm Scott Davidson.
Check out what DraftKings has to offer with code SPORTS, because life's more fun when you're in on the action. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Age and eligibility restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. See DraftKings.com for details.
Floridians, do you know how close you are to freshness? It's not a plane or a ship ride away.
It's not across an ocean or over the equator. It's not even a far drive. The peak of freshness is at your grocery store, and it's called Fresh from Florida. Fresh from Florida is local produce grown by farmers right here in our own state, meaning it's always fresh, always in season, and always mouth-wateringly good. Look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo or ask for it by name where you shop.
The Chase Ink Business Premier Card is made for people who make things happen, like me. I'm Sam, founder and CEO of Manifest, a product design company that makes everyday products designed smarter. I get 2.5% cash back on purchases of $5,000 or more, plus unlimited 2% cash back on all other purchases, which helps us make more smart ideas into a brilliant reality.
The Ink Business Premier Card. Learn more at chase.com/business premier. Chase for business. Make more of what's yours. Real business owner compensated for their participation. Account subject to credit approval. Restrictions and limitations apply. Cards are issued by JPMorgan Chase Bank. Any member FDIC.
Some days, my active psoriatic arthritis makes it hard to get in the game. Now, the ball is in my court, thanks to treating my skin and joints with Skyrizi, Risankizumab Risa, a prescription-only 150-milligram injection for adults.
Nothing is everything.
Skyrizi helps with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. For those who also have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible with just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor today about Skyrizi and visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
You wouldn't believe the week I've had. I've searched the summer villa and the weekend castle, but I can't seem to find my platinum opera glasses anywhere.
Those minor inconveniences. I myself have been overseeing the new addition to my dog's mansion. His spa wasn't spacious enough.
Truly, I can't even fathom such a thing. By the way, how did you come into such wealth?
My grandfather invented those tiny plastic tables in the center of pizza boxes. What about you?
Me? Oh, I sold my car to Algo.
Selling your car to Algo might not get you tiny tables and pizza box money, but it is the easiest way to get the most money for your car. We give you a guaranteed offer in minutes. Verify the condition of your vehicle with a quick phone call, and boom, the money is yours. Active car loan, we will still buy your car. And the best part is, we handle all the paperwork. It's simple. If you don't want the most money for your car, don't sell your car to Algo. And definitely don't visit algonation.com.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here from my friends over at Rebath. You know, any company that has great products and great services does not need high-pressure sales pitches. And Rebath does that. No high-pressure sales tactics. You will never be in a must-buy right now situation with Rebath. And there's no pricing games either, like other companies that start super high, then drop the price in half immediately if you buy today. It doesn't work like that with Rebath of Orlando. Still the only company that does full, complete bathroom remodeling, top to bottom, and they do it right the first time. Always stay in tune with their website for brand new designs. That's rebathmidfla.com. In all my years of endorsing this company, I've never had a complaint. And there's a reason the big box stores choose Rebath for their bathroom remodeling business. This is a national brand that stands behind what they say and what they do. Rebath of Mid-Florida's reputation is so good, there are companies mimicking what they do and claiming to be with them. That's not true. Do your research and ask questions. Don't be fooled by imposters. Get with Rebath of Mid-Florida. Showroom 436 in Altamont, right across from Kobe. Hop online and check out the before and afters at rebathmidfla.com.
Hey, you want to get a Big Green Egg? The best place to go by far is Wassie's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up the Big Green Egg for you, and they make it so easy. Follow them on Instagram. It's Wassie's Meat Market, or just go to their website, wassiesmeatmarket.com, to get your Big Green Egg today.
The iHeart Radio app and the NFL right in your pocket. The home of the NFL Podcast Network, covering all 32 NFL teams, plus all the expert advice to win your fantasy league. And, of course, live NFL games. Touchdown! Download the free iHeart Radio app today. Free never sounded so good.
Simply Safe was named the best home security of 2023 by U.S. News and World Report. But we don't do what we do for the accolades. We do it to protect you and everything you love. Our advanced sensors and HD cameras are powered by 24/7 professional monitoring for fast emergency response. Visit simplysafe.com/radio to get 50% off any new system today. Advanced home security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
HOA and condo board members, it pays to have fiber. Let Blue Stream Fiber show you how fiber internet provides revenue for communities while saving up to 50% off retail rates. Visit bluestreamfiber.com/radio to find out more.
This hour of programming is brought to you in part by Second Harvest Food Bank. Help today at feedhopenow.org. They won't tell you this, but your pets are pretty lonely when you leave. No worries. We'll keep them company. Just say, Alexa, play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeart Radio. Now back to the most viral newsroom on planet Earth. This
I'm always enthralled by this stuff. And when they get real creative, it blows my mind. Like putting pig hearts in people is wild, folks.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not even considering how crazy it is that you could do face transplants now. There was a guy who lost his arm, and they stuck another guy's arm on his arm, all right?
That's pretty cool.
Those are breakthroughs right there. There's crazy stuff happening out there. But the story that I saw this morning over on CNN was really interesting to me. And we'll get into this before we do jury duty. They said 34-year-old Davey Bauer had an issue. His lungs stopped working. And to save him, doctors gave him breast implants. Okay?
Nice.
That seems strange,
oh, yeah,
but
brother.
I guess it worked. They said experts say it was an innovative solution to give Bauer's body time to fight off a nasty infection, so it could accept a life-saving double lung transplant. It may be the first instance of a potential transplant practice, that could save people with infectious disease who probably would not have survived years ago. His case started in April. He felt like he couldn't catch his breath. He was a snowboarder and a skateboarder and has always been healthy, but he had been a smoker. Not good, friends. Not supposed to do that.
That's what they say.
Shame on me. He said, then he went over to vaping, which he thought was a healthier alternative, but he found it more addicting than cigarettes. So all these risk factors lined up, and he had an issue. And they said the damage on his lungs had become so extensive that doctors put him on extracorporeal membrane oxygenation, or ECMO, a tool that pumped and oxygenated Bauer's blood from outside his body. It's designed to allow a patient's lungs and heart have a chance to rest so they can heal, but that wasn't enough. They had to use breast implants in this operation, and when they did, it was able to ease some of the pressure somehow on his lungs, and the guy was able to stay alive. And even further from this, it's crazy that we could do lung transplants.
Yeah.
Like, I had a guy in for the News Junkie interviews. You can go to the website and scroll back to listen to that interview. And he had a double lung transplant and talked to me about like how crazy everything is for him. And obviously, like during the pandemic, where everybody's like freaking out, he's triple freaking out because he goes, I don't want to get any kind of sick right now. He can't be the tough guy who goes, bring it on. I don't need this mask or whatever. He's got to deal with that because his immune system is much more weak than an average person's would be. But that was an interesting conversation. Just check that out over on thenewsjunkie.com in the interviews section. All right, we're going to go to your dispatches real quick before jury duty. Let's just get one in here. Guitar Slinger is joining us.
Man, Lizzie mopped the floor with you guys.
You got that right.
Hilarious.
No, Josh was right about this. She only mopped the floor with me, and then she edged him out and was victorious over him.
It's fine.
And there's a
She
flag.
took my janitorial job.
There's a flag on the field. And, this is Piedmont to tips at thenewsjunkie.com. It says, I call shenanigans. Hey, News Junkie, I think there should be a flag on the field. The question about the World Series, it sounded like somebody said the Texans. If that's the case, the Texans are a football team, not a baseball team. And the girl playing, i.e. Lizzie, said 7 people, so she should get 2 points instead of 1. Can we review that one? No. That would give her even more points.
Also, she said Texas, but she was drunk. So,
I think it worked. It was fine.
That's a hard word to say when you've had a couple.
I'm in agreement with it. I'm okay with it. All right, let's get into this. Here we go. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention. Before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass, you're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
Jury Duty brought to you by the one, the only Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MOE, or go to justcallmo.com. After an accident, you have the choice of all sorts of attorneys out there, but do recognize that you're bringing something of value to them by bringing them your case. And understand that not all of them are going to be like Moses, where he's going to sit down and be personal about this. Hear from you, hear your story, and then fight for you and be prepared. Some of these attorneys will just show up at court and go, hey, what are we here for? What's going on? You don't want that. You want an attorney who's prepared and ready to go at all times. 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. There is a big case that is in the pipeline at the U.S. Supreme Court. And U.S. Supreme Court justices, as of Tuesday, appeared inclined to uphold the legality of a federal law that makes it a crime for people under domestic violence restraining orders to have guns in the latest major case to test the willingness of the court. They heard arguments in an appeal by President Joe Biden's administration of a lower court's rule striking down the law, intended, of course, to protect victims of domestic abuse, as a violation of the Second Amendment of the Constitution. That is obviously your right to bear arms. And the idea was that this Second Amendment is so strong that you can't put anything in front of it. Like, you can't say if somebody has a domestic abuse injunction against them, meaning somebody's scared that they're going to kill them, you can't say that that person can't have guns. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me, because we have various other things where we say people can't have guns.
Yeah, like a felon.
A felon is not allowed to have guns unless they fight to get their rights back. And that's a huge swath of people that we've agreed as a populace. We've agreed, hey, yes, you do have the right to bear arms, but you can lose that right, right? We've agreed together that that right, even though it's something that you get as an American citizen, is something that you can lose through bad behavior, such as getting charged with a felony. So if you're somebody who somebody else thinks you're going to attack them and kill them, and a court has granted an injunction in that case for domestic violence, I'm totally fine with that. I don't have any issue with it at all. But a New Orleans-based 5th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals concluded the measure failed a stringent test by the Supreme Court in a 2022 ruling that required gun laws to be consistent with the tradition of firearm regulation. So we'll see where they go on that, but it looks like they're headed in the direction of saying that that is fine. I have been watching these competitions just bubble up all over the place, and I have to say, it's second place on my list of dumbest things to do, behind the slap fights that are currently going on.
Oh, right.
And I don't know if you've noticed this, but there's other things now in the slap fight world. It's not just people slapping each other in the face. There's ass slap fights, too. That has entered the arena.
I'm more okay with that.
You got this now where two scantily clad women.
Wait, I think I've seen those videos.
they trade ass slaps, and that's a sport. And you got the guys who, in the dumbest thing that humans have ever done, just hit each other as hard as they can in the head. And if you knock the other person out, congratulations, you win a gift card to TGI Fridays.
All right.
Whatever the prize is.
Get some Jack Daniels ribs.
But this is right behind it for me, because there's now cloud chase contests for competitive vapors. And they're comparing it to what skateboarding was 20 years ago. This is really catching on. I'm in the camp that thinks this is stupid. But they said they want to get it in the X Games, which is when I hear about this, I'm like, all right, have fun, have your little event, but we got to stop pretending everything is a sport. We have to stop pretending everything is a sport.
Right.
It doesn't make sense.
I'd say let them in the X Games if they're going to run down the vert ramp.
Yeah, if they're going to do something physical with it, I'm good. I'm
900
fine.
that vape cloud.
But some of the stuff that they start working in as a sport is just like so far out of the realm of sports, it doesn't make any sense. But competitive vaping is in that category for me. They said vape enthusiasts travel the world to compete for cash prizes and endorsement deals and custom gear in these smoke shows. There must be so many people that are still doing this, because when I drive around the neighborhood, the vape stores are still everywhere. on the corner. What are you reading over there?
No, I found a video of a vape contest. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, send it to me. How ridiculous is it? As bad as I think?
It's pretty much exactly what you would think.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, send this to me. I got to see this.
Here, I'll just send you the whole article because it's embedded.
The idea that you're going to have this and consider it a sport is a little bit too silly for me. I can't necessarily get on board with that. Let me know when you send that over. Oh, there it is right there. Yep. The moment you send it, I got it. This is from the New York Post. And it says, competitive vapors entering cloud chase contest. It's what skateboarding was 20 years ago. The crown jewel. I get it. I see what you're doing. They say vaping isn't just a habit. It's a sport, too, that's blowing up in popularity. This is not a sport.
No, it's not a real thing.
Is the video you're talking about the one on top?
No, it's a little further down. It's a TikTok.
All right. Okay, right here. I see it. Okay. Oh, my God. Everything on these pages. The internet is so hard to navigate now. I've got to turn off the ad blocker. I've got an autoplay video. I've got to refresh everything.
Can't drive a car without a backup camera. Can't navigate the internet.
Things aren't going well for me.
I'm going to go outside and scream at a cloud.
I may need to do that, Fritz, just for the hell of it today. Okay, I'm going to bring this up in just a moment here, but they're really into this and convinced that they have an actual sport on their hands.
Well, let's see.
I would love to show you, but...
you know...
Now there's an ad loading.
Big Vape is trying to shut us down.
The ad has not been blocked by my blocker, hence the whole battle that I'm in the center of here. Let me see if I can just play this damn TikTok down here. Nope, I can't. Nope. Oh, there it is right there.
There we go.
Okay, now I'm seeing them. Okay, there's two guys. They both have their vapes. They're like kind of getting ready. Oh, and then it just ended.
Yeah.
All right, I'll tell you what.
This is outrageous.
I'm going to take a quick break, and then I'll bring up some more of these so we can see what actually happens at these vaping competitions. We can decide whether or not we think this is a sport. I'm on the no side, but where are you? Let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now. The robot uprising, a very important emergency update. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 and a little
Holiday magic.
is just minutes away, and brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Heading through the city, you can expect delays on I-4 westbound between Princeton Street and Robinson Street. Congestion on I-4 westbound between Sand Lake Road and State Road 535. The roadways are reduced to one lane due to road construction northbound and southbound on State Road 429 between Forest Lake Toll Plaza and John Lanapopka Expressway exit 31. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Wawa. Welcome back to Wawa Siptopia, your handcrafted beverage happy place. Right now, all your crafted to crave favorites are only $3 for a 16-ounce and $4 for a 24-ounce. Gotta have a Wawa.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com.
Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
At EasyCater, we get it. Ordering food for work means you have to deal with this.
Client meeting on Tuesday.
Client wants Taco Tuesday.
19 people.
Need vegan options.
Our budget just got slashed. Meeting is now Monday.
What about Mediterranean?
Client
still wants taco.
Claire has a nut allergy.
Gluten-free.
Under budget.
Flavored sodas.
Is there vegan?
We need vegetarian, vegan, kosher, tacos for a client meeting? Just use EasyCater. Food for work delivered on time as ordered with a huge variety. 100,000 restaurants, one platform. Order 24/7 at EasyCater.com.
Looking for top-notch personal protection? The Smith & Wesson Equalizer is here to level the playing field. Easy to rack slide, easy to control ergonomic grip. It's designed for you. With a 10, 13, and 15-round magazine included, size up for better control or size down for easier concealment. Don't miss out on the opportunity to upgrade your safety. Visit your local dealer now. To learn more about the Equalizer, visit smith-wesson.com. Smith & Wesson, empowering Americans. All capacity sizes may not be available in your jurisdiction. Be sure to check your local laws and regulations.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Preventive maintenance on all brands, and that saves you money and can detect an upcoming breakdown. Visit millsair.com.
Burden of Guilt, a brand new true crime podcast that tells the harrowing story of Tracy Raquel Burns, a woman who spent 4 decades at the center of one of the most bizarre and disturbing cases in American history. Was she responsible for the mysterious mysterious death of her baby brother?
I was told that Matthew died in an accident, and no one really talked about it.
Really tough family dynamics fueled much of what happened in this case.
Listen to Burden of Guilt on the iHeart Radio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
It's hot. We all know that. Have you noticed your power bill is skyrocketing? The current cost of energy is the highest it's ever been, and it's probably going to just keep getting higher. Solar Source can change that for you. I recently took the plunge with Solar Source with my pool heater, and man, it's been a game changer. I love working with Solar Source. Solar Source has nearly 40 years in the business. They bring the power of the sun to over 6,000 Central Florida homes since 1984. Mine and my mom's and my sister's included. Solar Source makes it easy with a free estimate. Monster listeners, they have an online tool that lets you get your own solar estimate in just 30 seconds. No pressure, no salesman, just the facts. You can harness your own power and stop wasting thousands of dollars every year renting your electricity at higher and higher prices. Visit solarsource.com/monsters and see how easy it is to get your instant hassle-free quote. Solar Source, the most trusted name in solar. solarsource.com/monsters.
Peace of mind, don't delay. Pick up your phone and dial away. 888-40 today. Get it done today with Energy Today.
For 60 years, our team of expert electricians has been here to help you with all your energy needs, so there's no need to wait or worry when it comes to your electric. Right now, get $100 off any electrical service.
Peace of mind, don't delay. Pick up your phone and dial away. 888-40 today. Get it done today with Energy Today.
Once you get Jersey Mike's catering with 12 subs for any event, I'll tell you, there's no going back to other catering. That'd be like going back to using Morse code.
Welcome to Jersey Mike's.
Okay, here we go.
A pickle slice wrapped in a napkin.
Oh, wait, try this.
A brownie with extra olive oil?
Whoops, I mixed up my dots and dashes. Here.
1,800 catering boxes coming right up.
Uh-oh. Nope, there's no going back once you get catering at Jersey Mike's. A sub above.
Thousands of stores across the country are pulling brand-name cold and allergy products off the shelves. Why? Because an FDA advisory panel recently determined that a drug they contain, oral phenylephrine, is ineffective as a nasal decongestant. Navage offers a drug-free solution that's fast and highly effective at relieving nasal congestion caused by colds and allergies. Navage uses suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out of the other nostril to help suck out allergens, mucus, and germs. Nasal irrigation works, and Navage makes it quick and easy, but more than anything, it helps you breathe better. Don't waste your time or money on products that are ineffective. Trust drug-free Navage for fast relief to help you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. Ask for Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, or find us online at Navage.com. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
At EasyCater, we get it. Ordering food for work means you have to deal with this.
Client meeting on Tuesday.
Client wants Taco Tuesday.
19 people.
Need vegan options.
Our budget just got slashed.
Meeting is now Monday.
What about Mediterranean?
Client still wants taco.
Claire has a nut allergy.
Gluten-free.
Under
Free
budget.
flavored sodas.
Is there vegan tacos?
We need
vegetarian, vegan, Tacos for a client meeting? Just use EasyCater. Food for work delivered on time as ordered with a huge variety. 100,000 restaurants, one platform. Order 24/7 at EasyCater.com.
Looking for top-notch personal protection? The Smith & Wesson Equalizer is here to level the playing field. Easy to rack slide, easy to control ergonomic grip. It's designed for you. With a 10, 13, and 15-round magazine included, size up for better control or size down for easier concealment. Don't miss out on the opportunity to upgrade your safety. Visit your local dealer now. To learn more about the Equalizer, visit smith-wesson.com. Smith & Wesson, empowering Americans. All capacity sizes may not be available in your jurisdiction. Be sure to check your local laws and regulations.
Can you imagine rising for work before the crack of dawn? Tending to hundreds of acres of land before dusk? Well, that's what happens on 47,000 Florida farms every day. Florida's farmers work hard to grow nutritious food for you and your family. And you can help support them by enjoying delicious Fresh from Florida produce. Look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo where you shop or visit freshfromflorida.com to learn more.
No payments until February of next year? Visit nationstrucks.com right now.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because clients and character matter. Contact them at whenyounitus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeart Radio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Holiday magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Credit. CREDIT. That's credit. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may the odds be ever in your favor.
Join in on the chaos. We eagerly await your dispatch. This is
of the uncensored secret shows that you could subscribe to, and you can get audio only. It's like $2.99 a month or something. You can get audio and video. It's full-on HD video production, uncensored shows. There's more than 300, and I don't know, a lot of them. Let me see, actually, what the last one was.
I think it's close to 350, if not already.
341.
Oh, my God.
All that doesn't include the bonus episodes, so there's even more in there. And you can dive into the world of secret shows. Use the promo code ONEWEEK, all one word, ONEWEEK, and that'll give you your first week free if you want to jump into the world of secret shows this week. That would be appreciated. All right, I was having this weird discussion. I don't know if we talked about this on the radio. Stop me if we did. But this story reminds me of it. They found this guy who was, they believe, a Neanderthal who lived 56,000 years ago. And they're unveiling with AI and stuff what the guy would have looked like. And he looks pretty much like a human, like a regular person, you know, like the rest of us here.
Does he have a goatee?
He's got a beard. They show him with and without the beard, but I imagine at that point he probably would have had a beard.
Yeah.
He's beautiful flowing hair. But the thing that I was talking about was...
He kind of looks like Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
I don't know how... Fritz seems like he might know something about this world. Before we were Homo sapiens, there was like all sorts of different kind of quote-unquote humans, right? You had like
Homo erectus.
Yeah, you had like the Neanderthals. You had like all these different types of things that were upright walking people is what we would call them. And they all died out, and only one, us, you know, Homo sapiens, made it to the end of the rainbow.
Yeah, sapien gang.
We dominated all the rest of them out there. But the thing we were talking about was, wouldn't it have been crazy? Like, wouldn't it have been absolutely wild if all of those different forms of human made it to where we are now?
Yeah.
Could you imagine, like Neanderthals, if they were still around, would we be going to war with the Neanderthals? Would they be friends with us? Would we be, like, how would that all work?
Good question.
If all of the like almost humans, or I don't want to call it might be offensive to the Neanderthals.
Some of the DNA tests you can do, some people show up as like X% Neanderthal.
I got some in me. Yeah. I did the test.
I can tell.
I did the test and it came back. I had a little percentage of Neanderthal in me. So that like lingers a little bit. But if there was full on like all these different species of human, can you imagine? That's even more ways for us to fight each other.
Yeah, for sure.
There's more things for us to be upset about. You'd be like, that guy? It's not even a human, man.
I wonder how the ancient human or pre-humans died out, because we could have killed all of them.
Right. We probably did.
Yeah.
We probably did.
Throw spears and rocks till they're all gone.
Crazy drunk cat lady said, did Wasson take a gummy? That's the kind of discussion about. Like, imagine, like, you go down your block, you're like, oh, a Neanderthal moved in the street, you know, a couple houses down.
There goes the neighborhood.
There goes the neighborhood. They wear loincloths still. It's like the Geico caveman.
Ooga booga.
That would be a wild, wild thing. Encino Man, somebody brings up. I just think we would absolutely have found a way to go to war with them. We'd just be like, these are different things than we are.
Look at them over there killing animals and cooking them as we're like barbecuing. They're animals.
How weird. We got deeper into this, is vaping a sport argument over the break here. And when I brought this up, I was like, I'm kind of impressed, but I still don't think it's a sport. if you're watching the stream on YouTube or twitch.tv/the News Junkie, take a look at this because these people are pretty creative. I still say it's not a sport. For everybody else, because this is a visual, I've put it up on See It Now on the News Junkie app or on the newsjunkie.com. So here they are and making like huge vape circles. They're like hitting them.
You just know dubstep's playing.
That's really talented, though, right? Can we give them that at least?
I can't do that. That's crazy good. So, and some of them, they like re-inhale it once they put it out there.
I can do that.
It's like an intense level of blowing smoke rings on a competitive level, they say.
Oh.
So they're suggesting that this vaping is a sport. I don't know. I'm kind of against that at the moment. All right, here's your big update in the robot uprising. This is something that we all need to know about. I've been warning you, sounding the clarion call since, 2015, that we're in danger. The robots are going to take over. We got ChatGPT. We're giving it to Boston Dynamics. They're putting guns on these things. Yeah. They're too smart. It's crazy out there. Now, our update for the front lines. This story is from the BBC. And it says a man has been crushed to death by a robot in South Korea after it failed to differentiate him from the boxes of food it was handling the time. The incident occurred when the man, a robotics company employee in his 40s, was inspecting the robot. So he's like checking out the robot. The robotic arm, confusing the man for a box of vegetables, that is a little offensive.
Yeah.
Grabbed
Maybe he's
him
boxy.
and pushed his body against the conveyor belt, crushing his face and his chest, they said.
God.
They sent him to the hospital, but he later died. They said the robot was responsible for lifting boxes of peppers and transferring them onto pallets. The man had been checking the robot's sensor operations ahead of its test run at this pepper sorting plant, and the test had been planned for the 6th of November, but they pushed it back. The guy ended up dying as a result of being attacked, I say, by this damn vegetable robot.
How hard is it setting vegetables down that it's able to just crush this guy's skeleton?
That's what I don't understand. I think it would just like lift something up and put it over, but it crushed the guy's skull.
God.
That's not good. All right, let's go over to you and see what you have going on. Twin Pro has a dispatch about the Neanderthals. Okay, we'll hear that.
Hey, guys. I love y'all. Your show is always great. I just wanted to talk about the Neanderthals. Like, I have you guys not been to Alabama? There are Neanderthals like alive and well. And
Still got some of them?
They're all over the place. It's actually, you can get some parts of that in Florida too. I mean, they're still dominating pretty hardcore.
Point taken. We might have to test some folks. The drunken mailman says Sean is badly pronouncing Neanderthal. No, that's how you're supposed to say it.
Yeah, that's how they said it in my anthropology class in college.
I know. Everybody thinks it's Neanderthal, so it's one of those ones when if you say it right, people think you're saying it wrong. So the struggle is real, folks. Now at least you got that out there and you know what's going on. Here is Bald Death Dealer talking about vapes.
Hey, News Junkie.
Hey.
So, a few years back, I was in Vegas for Combat Con.
Mm-hmm.
It's a convention for anything related to martial arts, stunt work, writing about fights and such.
Mm-hmm.
But I was competing in a couple of the tournaments that they were having.
That's tight.
And in the same hotel, they were having a competitive vape event,
which was bigger.
So in the hallways were a bunch of guys walking around with full kit and swords, along with frat boy D-bags.
These audiences are very different.
Of clouds ever. So yeah. Anyways, later.
All right, thank you. Appreciate that.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, my allergies are murdering me today.
Typical Vegas.
Yeah, that is a very Vegas thing. Combat Con, huh? I had not heard of that. There's like conventions for absolutely everything.
Would it be called ComCon?
It could. Sounds a little rough, though. People might get confused, show up thinking it's something else.
They just get tackled and beaten.
Here is funny name.
Hey, guys. Good afternoon.
Hey.
Hot take. If that ribbon ballet can be considered a sport, throw in vaping. Why the hell not?
Get them.
You know, ribbon ballet is fine. Leave those folks alone. It's speed walking that I think is really a shame.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Here's the thing. I view things like this. If I can do it, it's not something that should be in the Olympics.
It's not worthwhile.
It's not something that should be in the Olympics. I go, can I accomplish that? And if they say yes, that shouldn't be in the Olympics. That's the one thing that I run it up against. It's the question that decides for me. What about you? Let us know. Send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. When we come back, they're having a real hard time getting in. What am I talking about? You'll figure out. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Come on. Heart our stuff. At Real Radio 1041 on TikTok. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Watch out for slowdowns eastbound and westbound on I-4 between Princeton Street and Robinson Street. Delays on I-4 westbound between Sand Lake Road and after State Road 535. The roadways are reduced to one lane due to road construction on 429 northbound and southbound between Forest Lake Toll Plaza and John Lanapopka Expressway exit 31. Traveling on Florida's Turnpike, you can expect your regular pockets of congestion. See traffic troubles. Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Gatorland.
Hey, Savannah, let's go to Gatorland. We can enjoy all the great animal shows and gators for less, since Florida residents get in for only $16.50 till the end of November.
That's way less than parking at a big park.
More fun for less money at Gatorland.
And we don't make your car pay to just sit there.
Hey, Florida. This is Pete from Repipe Specialist, Florida's #1 repipe expert. And I'm here with some important news. If pipes in your home are polybutylene, they're no longer an approved home water piping system. These inferior pipes create incredible damage, causing homeowner insurance policies to be canceled, leaving you with no other option but to repipe your home completely. And this extends to new policies as well. Floridians, if your pipes are polybutylene, call us today at 844-REPIPE-5 to schedule your free in-home estimate. That's 844-REPIPE-5. With over 60,000 complete home repipes and thousands of 5-star reviews, we'll expertly and seamlessly repipe your entire home in just 1 to 2 days. And our work is guaranteed for life. Plus, call 844-REPIPE-5 now, and for a limited time, you can save 20% and get zero interest financing for 12 months on approved credit. If you live in Orlando, Tampa, or the surrounding area, you'll want to call us, Repipe Specialists, at 844-REPIPE-5, or go to repipe.com now.
Florida's farmers work hard to grow nutritious food for you and your family, and you can help support them by enjoying delicious fresh from Florida produce. Look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo where you shop, or visit freshfromflorida.com to learn more.
Entertaining in your backyard this holiday season is easy with help from Tools Ace Hardware. Get a brand new Big Green Egg, Traeger, Weber, or Napoleon grill and cook your favorite holiday dishes outdoors. You could also get a Pollywood outdoor dining set or Adirondack chairs for hosting your next gathering. Plus, Tools Ace has fire pits, firewood, patio heaters, and propane to keep everyone warm if the temperature drops. Get it all assembled and delivered to your home for free when you spend $3.99 or more on grills or patio furniture. Visit one of their 13 Central Florida locations or shop online at acehardware.com. Tools Ace, the backyard place.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. When I set out to build our firm, it was built for greatness. It was built for you. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Today, Morgan & Morgan has more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world. If you or anyone in your family has been injured, call America's largest injury law firm. Call Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
The annoying runny nose, the constant sneezing, the itchiness, and battle just to catch your breath. If you suffer from seasonal allergies, sinusitis, or nagging sinus congestion, there's a natural, easy-to-use solution that can help provide fast, drug-free relief. It's called Navage, and it uses powered suction to rinse your nasal passages in seconds. Millions of people use Navage daily to help provide relief from seasonal allergies and sinus congestion. Medications treat the symptoms, but Navage treats the problem at the source, flushing out the allergens and pollen trapped in your nose. Navage also helps wash out airborne bacteria, dust, dirt, and viruses quickly and painlessly, so you can get back to breathing clearly again. Say goodbye to sinus suffering and hello to better breathing with Navage. Navage is available at Walmart, Walgreens, Target, CVS, Rite Aid, and online at Navage.com. Navage, Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
Looking for top-notch personal protection? The Smith & Wesson Equalizer is here to level the playing field. Easy to rack slide, easy to control ergonomic grip. It's designed for you. With a 10, 13, and 15-round magazine included, size up for better control or size down for easier concealment. Don't miss out on the opportunity to upgrade your safety. Visit your local dealer now. To learn more about the Equalizer, visit smith-wesson.com. Smith & Wesson, empowering Americans. All capacity sizes may not be available in your jurisdiction. Be sure to check your local laws and regulations.
I like to cook on the Big Green Egg. Why? It's impressive and everything turns out great on the Big Green Egg. If you don't have one, you got to go to Wassey's Meat Market and get a Big Green Egg. They have the lowest prices in the country. They also have all the accessories. They even have a classroom set up to teach you all the basic techniques on the Big Green Egg and advanced techniques. When you get the Big Green Egg from Wassey's Meat Market, there's a lifetime guarantee. So it's Wassey's Meat Market. Check them out on Instagram or just go to their website, Wassey'sMeatMarket.com in Melbourne on Wickham Road. It's Wassey'sMeatMarket.com.
Why is iHeartRadio the #1 streaming radio app? Free music.
Free live radio stations from all over the country.
Free podcasts.
Free playlists.
Free contests. Free artist radio stations.
Commercial-free stations. It's free. I love iHeartRadio. Join the millions of music, radio, and podcast fans on the #1 streaming radio app now.
iHeartRadio.
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 Free never sounded so good.
Get Black Friday savings all month on used vehicles. Find your car now at OrlandoNissan.com.
Holiday magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Credit. CREDIT. That's credit. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may the odds be ever in your favor.
Join the show. Send your dispatch now at thenewsjunkie.com.
Of C-Lane. Christopher Dolores Lane, now a dad.
C-Day.
And he's going to be back on the show tomorrow, so we got a lot of catching up to do with him. I don't know if things have been crazy or fun, or we're going to learn a lot about what's happening and how everything went.
We'll finally be allowed to talk to him
again.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, we have been in this weird window of time where we aren't allowed to talk to C-Lane, and they shut off access to his employee email. He's not even going to know about the union, for God's sake. They shut off
Makes two of us.
all of his logins to the system. They shut down all of this stuff. And until tomorrow, that'll be the case. And so, yeah, make sure you're tuning in so we can get all caught up with the C-Lane tomorrow on the show. Lizzie's back at HQ at iHeartRadio, and we were learning a little bit about her. Lizzie, what are your goals in radio? Do you have any big goals that you're pushing towards? Are you trying to get the Lizzie show going? What's happening?
No, just produce some really good sounding stuff. That's my goal.
Yeah. You just always liked radio? You just wanted to have something to do with the radio industry?
Yeah, as a child, I used to take cassette tapes and record myself talking for hours at a time, and then that's where it led to.
Josh still does that.
Yeah, he does.
I try not to record for legal reasons.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. Like, all the things that make it so you're like, oh, this person wants to do radio. It also makes you sound crazy. It's like you recorded hours and hours and hours of yourself talking into a microphone. It's like, yep, I've done that.
Pretty much the same.
I've done the same exact thing as she's talking about. Like I said, when I was first getting in radio, and well, actually, this was a ways into my career, but it was when I moved to Chicago and was working there. And was working for a program director called Kevin Matheny, who was famously Howard Stern's program director, like Pig Vomit or Pig Virus guy. And he was telling me, he's like, one way you can stretch things out, make it so you can do 4 or 5 hour shows. He's like, just sit in the bathtub. If you're sitting in the bathtub, just start talking and don't let yourself stop talking. And try to maintain some kind of interesting discussion for that length of time. And that was hard.
Is that when you started taking baths?
That was when I started. No, I think I was already doing it. It was convenient, though, that I wasn't a shower person at the time. Now I'm fully in the shower world.
God, that must affect your radio skills.
I don't know if it's changed anything. Maybe people are noticing a difference. I'm not positive just yet. We're going to go to more of your dispatches in a moment. What are these things where you go, oh, my God, that makes me feel old? is there's a video that's catching some wind online,
Facebook,
going a little viral.
Instagram, Twitter, y'all see this?
And it was people who have bought the new Taylor Swift album, 1989.
Taylor's version.
Yeah. And they bought it on CD because I guess some of them were like collectors and stuff, and they wanted to get on CD. And it was these young girls struggling to open a CD who have never opened a CD in their life. And I'm watching this and I'm going, oh my God.
And they're being really precious about it.
Yeah, like being delicate. They have no idea how to open. Like, what is this shrink wrap packaging that's around? All of these things where you go. And it gets to the point where I've seen videos where somebody's like 18, 19 years old and they're in a thrift shop and they're like, whoa, what's this? And it's an 8-track player, and they've never seen or heard of an 8-track player in their life. And like, so these big things have music on them. You just put the cartridges in there and you go, oh.
If you can believe it.
Yeah.
I honestly, I don't know where you're at on this, Fritz, but I actually miss the physical interactions with music that we had when you get the album artwork and stuff. And you could like look through the tape or...
Yeah, that's why I got cassettes made.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I think that's cool. I think that now it's really disconnected because you're just using like the streaming services.
I think that's why vinyl got popular again.
100%.
So you can have something that you own, like something you have your hands on.
I've got it on display in my house.
Yeah.
It is expensive.
Vinyl is pretty pricey. Like some of the collectible stuff is extremely expensive.
Like you can like spend $50 to $100 on old vinyl easily.
Yeah.
But the one thing I do miss about CDs, because like that was more my generation, like making albums on CDs. Those booklets.
Yeah.
Because like if you had just a single like folded panel, it was like it would add $2 to your like production cost.
Sure.
But to get an actual stapled CD booklet, it would add like $8, which can really add up.
Right, that's pricey.
Just to have that, just to leaf through it, it was so cool.
Yeah, I always did that. And you like sit there and listen to it for the first time and go through it. But now it's like so detached. It's all digital and you don't have that relationship anymore. And I don't think that's great, but they had no idea what these damn CDs were or how to get into them.
It was adorable.
A jewel case.
What the hell is this? There's more reviews coming out about Emma Stone and Nathan Fielder's TV show that I mentioned yesterday. This is the one that was on Showtime, I believe, Paramount Plus and Showtime. And it's called The Curse. And these folks are saying they absolutely loved it. So the back and forth on this one continues, where some people can't stand it because they don't like the cringe comedy. But if you don't like cringe comedy, why are you watching anything that Nathan Fielder is in?
Right.
Yeah, that's on you.
Literally his alley. That's exactly what he does. This is what he's into. It says, created by Fielder and Safdie, who co-wrote and directed numerous episodes, The Curse initially appears rather straightforward. Whitney, played by Stone, and Asher, played by Fielder, are the married hosts of an upcoming HGTV series called Philanthropy. Flipanthropy. Sounds real enough. In which they aim to revitalize Whitney's rundown hometown of Espanola, New Mexico. Their goal is to build passive homes that use the latest and allegedly greatest green energy technologies, from reflective mirror exterior services, blah, blah, blah. And then from there, it sort of spins out into the Nathan Fielder weird stuff that you were truly expecting. All right, let's get a couple of you worked into the show here until, hold on. Oh, there we go. I got it ready to go. Flip is going to join us with the dispatch. Here's Flip talking about dumb versus smart robots.
So the robot smashing the guy thinking he was a box of vegetables, which I agree is very offensive, and I laughed out loud in traffic. That robot is not your typical Boston Dynamics type of robot.
Mm-hmm.
It is a type of robot that is programmed and hooked to a computer by wires. It's bolted to the floor. It's not some robot walking around a facility
like a work
that
robot
is adapting to do many tasks. It's controlled by proximity sensors, programmed by humans, and whatever country that is. I'm sure that they don't have as strict as safety regimens as we do.
Mm-hmm.
I used to work on these robots in an automotive manufacturing facility before I got into the business that I do now. And
those robots at like a car manufacturer, those are expensive.
Yeah.
That is not your run-of-the-mill R2-D2 kind of thing. That's like you're paying big money because you're replacing a bunch of humans. That's what this really comes down to.
Right.
You're getting rid of the humans, and you're getting the expensive robots in the way. Let me let him finish here. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, Sean, I'm the guy who goes underground in secret facilities and does mundane things, but in these whacked out, wild, crazy places that you wanted to tag along with me.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
It does.
Have you been to any black sites?
Yeah. That was a little vague, though.
That's a little racist, don't you think?
To blame it on the CIA.
that is a little bit vague what he said, but it was interesting. So I want to know more.
Yeah.
But I think he probably told us this before, and we reacted in the same exact way.
What level of security clearance do you
Yeah.
have? And are you in trouble for even suggesting that?
Yeah, can you not even talk about this? What's going on with that? Let us know. And
text me.
Here's funny name talking about vaping.
Hey guys, good afternoon.
Hey.
Hot Jake.
We already heard this, didn't we?
Ribbon ballet.
Yeah, I went on a rant about sports after it. Jerry's going.
Is a Neanderthal taller than a Neanderthal? Curious and curiouser.
Nailing it on a Wednesday.
Go to your room.
Go
take a nap.
That was a punishable dispatch, I think. You're not getting any secret shows, sir. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do it.
Taking it away from
You're
you.
revoked.
I'm going to take your subscription away. There is a man who is in big trouble in Shanghai. And this guy was upset about the cost of rents in Shanghai. They were skyrocketing there, they said.
Yeah, he's going to get caned or something. You can't do that.
You can't. No, they get upset about it. But he secretly lived in a shopping mall for months, they said. He even had his own bed and a desk, and he was living at this place. He had a tent, a table, a computer, and a chair, all hidden under the staircase in this shopping mall. And his malls-to-the-wall sojourn, this says, ended unceremoniously when he was discovered by another person who was a mall cop, and they arrested him for his illicit doings. He was not supposed to be there, and they believe he was there for months on end, living under the stairs at a shopping mall because everything is that damn expensive. That's just the way it goes right now. Okay, one last dispatch for now, and then we're going to get into wrap-it-up mode. Here is Cleaford talking about the coolest CD booklet ever.
Yeah.
Coolest CD booklet ever was Tool's 10,000 Days.
Oh, yeah.
It had these awesome little goggles you could look through, and the whole booklet was full of Alex Gray's artwork.
Oh, that's creative.
Super dope.
Doesn't your brother have some Tool album?
Yeah, he's got the fetus in skull.
Yeah, it's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life.
It's like they only made, I think, 10,000.
What's it called? Fetus in skull?
Fetus in skull, yeah.
And they were not cheap.
I think it was like $18,000 or something like that.
Whoa,
You have to
oh
put.
my
You have to. He's a doctor. You have to put this glove on, and then the glove has like microfilaments in it. And when you get close to the skull and touch it, the fetus's heart starts beating.
Here's what it looks like
It's
for those
cool.
of you watching.
And it's also autographed.
It's insane. And this was a super, super rare one. I think this is a half scale version I'm looking at. This isn't the actual one that he has because
Only 3,100 units.
Man, it's pretty crazy. That's like really inventive stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is right here. I don't know if I can play this. All right, yeah, this is what he got. That's insane.
That is crazy.
So it's a
badass.
skull on this. What's the part in the bottom? Is there an actual CD in there somewhere? Or
I think it comes with all of the albums and their live videos that they've ever produced.
so it's like their whole catalog of content in this impressive display thing.
Yep, and it's all signed.
I love when bands do that. Like
Yeah,
go the
it's
extra
rad.
mile. Try to do something a little bit over the top. I'll put that up on See It Now as well, so everybody can take a look at that over on thenewsjunkie.com. When we come back, the final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut, and today I learned to wrap everything up for a Wednesday. It's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is Real Music Weekends.
Can't you see? Love is the drug for me.
Real Music Weekends this weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by attorney Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Happy Wednesday, everyone. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Allison Gargaro with a look at your Central Florida forecast. Afternoon highs today reaching 84 degrees through the Orlando metro. Another sun-filled day. Boy, it's going to be gorgeous. Low humidity and dry skies. Overnight tonight, we're mostly clear with wake-up temperatures for your Thursday in the low 60s, and we stay warm through the start of the weekend. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Allison Gargaro.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Need an oil change? Need it fast? Drive into any Central Florida area Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where our certified technicians are happy to help you get back on the road in no time. Never leave your car and no appointment needed. For money-saving coupons, go to VIOC.com.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed? Because only the Sleep Number Climate 360 smart bed lets you each sleep up to 13 degrees cooler or warmer on either side, while you both sleep at your ideal level of firmness, comfort, and support, your Sleep Number setting. And now our all-new next-gen smart beds have temperature benefits, so you sleep better night after night. And now save 40% on the Sleep Number Special Edition Smart Bed. Ends Monday. To learn more, visit one of our 11 Orlando Sleep Number stores or visit sleepnumber.com.
The IRS has just received $80 billion in funding to hire additional agents for aggressive collections enforcement. If you owe the IRS, now is the time to take action before the IRS comes after you or your business. There is no time to waste. Call J. David Tax Law, a firm right here in Orlando, for a no-cost consultation at 407-603-3962. That's 407-603-3962. Or visit jdavidtaxlaw.com. Peace of mind is only a click or phone call away.
Orlando's best comedy room is safely open. The Orlando Improv welcomes Benji Brown, who is setting a new standard in the comedy realm on November 10th and 11th. Tickets and showtimes online at theimprovorlando.com. Above all, come for the comedy. We could all use a laugh. The Improv is hiring for all evening positions: line cook, cocktail servers, and wait staff, food runners, dishwashers. We cater to top talent and the best locals in the Central Florida area. Please call us at 407-480-5233 or email for open interviews.
Bank of America is the proud employer of over 210,000 teammates who go above and beyond to support their clients' financial goals. Like Emily, who helps clients create a plan to build the future they want, like a wedding, having kids, or retirement. All real achievements her clients have shared photos of. For all your financial goals, we're here to listen and help. What would you like the power to do? Learn more at bankofamerica.com/about. Bank of America N.A., member FDIC, equal credit opportunity lender.
Fence Outlet has the largest selection of fencing options in the state with over 400,000 square feet of showroom and warehouse space. Get 0% financing for 12 months for your gorgeous new fence. Book your appointment online today. Go to fenceoutlet.com. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
You earned it. Get it early. With a Fairwinds checking account, you can get your direct deposit up to 2 days in advance. No more waiting for payday. And we make it easy for you to send and receive money from friends and family. Open a checking account today at Fairwinds Credit Union and reach your financial goals. Fairwinds is federally insured by the NCUA.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office Orlando.
Cool's right here, don't delay. Pick up your phone and dial away. 888-40 today. Get it done today with Cool today.
For 60 years, our team of air conditioning experts has been here to help you with all your AC needs. Right now, get up to a $2,000 tax credit with the purchase of qualifying new equipment.
Cool's right here, don't delay. Pick up your phone and dial away. 888-40 today. Get it done today with Cool today.
West 2 News, now here for you at 7 p.m. Because breaking news doesn't wait for the right time.
News never stops.
And that's why our team keeps going. We're adding more coverage of what matters most to Central Florida. The big stories that will have you talking. An accurate forecast you can depend on. Stuart Moore, Michelle Imperato, Tony Manalfi. West 2 News at 7 p.m. Local, live, late breaking.
On the next Access Hollywood, Millie Bobby Brown, America Ferrera, and Brooke Shields. Big night in New York. Hollywood's female trailblazers and game changers honor their own. It's the Glamour Women of the Year. Then Kelly Clarkson on her new life in Manhattan. Does she have her sights set on Broadway? And the DeVitos certainly do. Our exclusive with a father-daughter duo lighting up the New York stage.
Now, for many years, we've liked each other. And from the very beginning.
And I've known you a really long time.
It's been a while.
So.
Next, Access Hollywood. Hey, Mario Lopez here. Join me for Access Hollywood tonight at 7:30 on West 2.
you. Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Since 2010, Blindster has sold millions of custom blinds, shades, and shutters to satisfied customers across the country with 20,000 five-star reviews and an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Custom blinds at low prices and free shipping. Blindster.com.
John Mellencamp is going to ROCK in 2024. And if you listen here with the free iHeart Radio app, you and a guest could be on your way to see him with VIP access to one of America's iconic rockers. We'll get you to a Mellencamp tour stop and put you up for 2 nights with front row seats, a backstage pass to meet John, and you'll walk away with a signed art book and a nice bag of treats. For a chance to win this iHeart Radio once-in-a-lifetime experience, listen to this station on the free iHeart Radio app.
When good things go bad, bad things make headlines. This is the...
And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Wednesday. As I told you, our friend C-Lane is back tomorrow. We'll see what he's been up to, how life has been adjusting to having a new baby, and everything happening in his world. We'll do that real soon. In fact, tomorrow on the show.
Oh, boy.
And Josh and I don't know much more. I mean, we only have seen like a photograph. He posted one, as we said, on Instagram and Facebook, I think, last night. And he said, world, here, meet Jackson Lane. Here he is. And he showed some photos of his son.
He said his anniversary hits different.
Yeah, that's right. Because it was on his wedding anniversary that all of this ended up happening, or the photo was posted.
Yeah.
So we'll learn a lot tomorrow, I'm sure. There is a bunch of things to get into before we wrap everything up. But one thing I wanted to talk about was there's an article in the New York Post today where they go over Americans' feelings on what should happen with a first date and what you should do. And most people think that just watching television together with the other person is a good first date.
Oh, jeez.
Which doesn't add up for me, because didn't we have somebody who lost their minds? And then people backed this person up when a guy tried to take them to the Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, there was a whole list of no-nos.
Yeah, like these Applebee's, like these are not places that you're supposed to go to. So I don't know if that's true, that there are more people out there that think that. That must be a very, very small minority opinion.
But you know what? If I take someone to Cheesecake Factory and they're like, no, this ain't for me, I will say, okay, bye. I'm going to go in there and find someone else.
Right. You've learned something. You've dodged a bullet.
Because Cheesecake Factory is good.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it.
It's America.
It's totally fine. It is ridiculous that they have ads in their menu. Yes, I can't get past that.
You leave them alone.
But otherwise, it's totally...
That's my Bible.
Totally normal.
Yeah, it's a huge menu.
NB Mike on YouTube says, how long is Sabrina going to be leprechaun hunting? She'll be back on Monday, I believe. I think that's when she's coming back on the show. So everything will line back up and have all three of us on Monday. In the meantime, Fritz won't be there, but they'll all be back soon. You know,
they're gonna kill me off after this season.
You guys are always welcome around here. Let's go over to some final dispatches. Here is Mike the Chip Guy. Let's see what he says.
Hey, Sean.
Hey,
Josh.
Hello,
Fritzy.
Hello.
Hey, Fritz.
Yes.
Good job on Fritz on the Street today.
Oh, thank you.
That was epic. Sean, wow, let the new girl just mop the floor with you, bro. Anyway,
it wasn't great.
Y'all were talking about all the bones that were broke in Jeremy Renner's body when that snowplow ran over him. Well, thank God it didn't crush his cantaloupe-sized balls. Holy crap. He'd need them in order to survive that, man.
Yeah,
if that happened to
so.
me, I'd be dead. Dude, I'm 56 years old. I'd be dead. Anyway, love the show, guys.
It is amazing he survived.
Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
There we go. Crazy Drunk Cat Lady says, thank you, Josh and Fritz and Lizzie. And thanks to Lizzie back in the studio. We appreciate all your help today. And,
Lizzie!
Thank you.
And to Fritz, always great to have you around here.
Thank you.
I did want to talk about something. You guys both play video games.
Damn right.
And I saw they
Hold on, let's high five.
They kind of announced Grand Theft Auto 6 yesterday.
Yes.
Which we were going into this a little bit in some text messages, but I didn't realize it's been an eternity since the last one that they put out.
What was it, 07?
Yeah, like that.
Not that long.
no, but it is a long time. Whenever it came out.
It was, I believe, 10 years ago now.
Yeah.
10 years in between releases. Is that normal for a video game to have like that much space in between?
No, they were making their own money though, because it was just this rabid fan base. So why mess with it?
I know people still play it.
Yeah.
So they did the online component that they've been releasing updates for 10 years, but also the timeline has gotten longer with how video game technology's developed.
Well, the video games are so much bigger than they ever were, too. Like, if you get a Grand Theft Auto game, there's an entire world in there. So much so, we've mentioned this on the show before, but for those of you who have never heard of this, it is pretty crazy how many people will go on and they pretend to live in the Grand Theft Auto universe.
Yeah, they have the role-playing servers.
Yeah, and they might have a job as a police officer. Like, one of the scenes I talked about seeing was a guy is driving his car, okay? And then the cops try to pull him over. And he's trying to run from the cops. Eventually, the cops pull him over, and he goes into a courtroom, and he's fighting his case in the courtroom in front of the judge. And the judge is making rulings and all this stuff. All of these people... all these roles in these characters are being played by human beings.
Yeah.
Like, somebody is playing the judge. Somebody is playing the police officer who, like, submitted evidence to the judge that the judge is looking over to make it. That's
There's
insane.
someone sitting at home pretending to be a public defender online.
Exactly. Yeah, and there's a lot of levels to this. But GTA 6, the first in, 10 years?
Yeah.
Yep.
And they said the last one, this is why they can take so long. The last one sold 185 million copies.
Yeah, that's huge.
That is insane. But they didn't really show much, I don't think. They released a trailer.
They said the first, I think, quote, official trailer comes out early December.
Mark on YouTube says, Grand Theft Auto could pull that off. GTA could pull that off. I still play Vice City on PS2 sometimes. Good God.
It is fun still.
NB Mike says, GTA lost Dan Houser and Laszlo. Kind of hard to recover when the main principals bail. Oh, those were people who were in charge of the video game?
Laszlo was the radio guy in that game.
Oh,
like the real life Laszlo, radio guy.
Was actually on the radio station?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. So, I mean,
he does all the Rockstar games because when Carlos went out there, he was helping him with his dialogue for Red Dead Redemption 2.
That's by the same people?
Same people.
Yeah. They're just printing money over there then, if that's the case.
They make the best games.
Which means it's going to take probably 10 years for Red Dead 3.
All this stuff is so foreign to me because I've never been big into playing video games. I don't mind watching people play video games, but I am not good at them.
Yeah.
And I'll watch, is it Valorant right now where people buy the suitcases?
Game.
Yeah. And they open up the suitcases to see if they get like a limited edition fake digital knife or gun or it's so insane how deep these rabbit holes go. And I'm very impressed by it. But yeah, they dropped out the information yesterday that GTA 6 is on the way. But they dropped the information, and it's not like it's even close. I think, isn't it next December or something?
It said early December we'll release a trailer, and that's it.
Okay, so you get a trailer for a video game in early December.
And we don't know when the game is actually going to come out.
And I brought up yesterday, the only other thing I can remember this happening to was Duke Nukem.
Oh, yeah.
And there was a guy who had pre-ordered Duke Nukem and then was finally able to pick it up. And it was 10 years later that his pre-order, he had like a receipt for it, and 10 years had gone by. All right, let's do the stories that didn't make the cut. Brought to you by Nations Trucks. Love our friends over there, and they are the best of the best. If you want to get the truck of your dreams, you can do it. Go look and browse their inventory from the website, nationstrucks.com. Tonight is the Republican debate. It is going down at 8 p.m., a 2-hour debate moderated by NBC's Lester Holt and Kristen Welker. I think people don't mind them. Like, I don't think Lester Holt's very controversial.
No, I don't think
he
so.
He seems pretty like milquetoast to me. It's also on, also with him is nationally syndicated radio host Hugh Hewitt, who's, I think, a conservative talk show host, if I got that right. NBC says the event will air on its television, streaming, and digital platforms, including NBCnews.com. I don't know if that means that Peacock is in on this too, right? That Peacock is NBC, and that would be probably streaming on there as well. The setting for the third GOP debate is the Adrienne Arsht Center for the Performing Arts of Miami-Dade County. So they're in South Florida. The selection of the debate site highlights not only the state's importance to the election, but Governor DeSantis' closeness to all of this. And he will be on the stage tonight. They're talking about Jeremy Allen. You guys know who he is, right?
Oh, yeah.
He's from The Bear.
Oh, Jeremy Allen White.
Jeremy Allen White, yes. Jeremy Allen White. I left out his last name.
Why didn't you say so?
Sorry about that. He was also in Shameless, and he's about to be in a new movie called The Iron Claw, where he has to play a guy who is 6'2", 254 pounds. And he said the whole time he had to eat frozen turkey patties and avocados and protein shakes and waffles and almond butter. And
oh my God.
It was a whole affair, he said, to get up to that weight.
I think Zac Efron's in that too.
Is he?
Yes.
Yeah. You're
Princess
right.
Zelda, Zac Efron.
Thank you, points.
He's got a lot on his plate moving forward, right? They're teasing the new Stranger Things. That's going to be the final season of Stranger Things. They're saying November 6th. No, that's when they launched it out. They're just announcing that they are working on the final season right now.
Very Grand Theft Auto.
It is. You got to tell people way ahead of time these days. All right, let's get the hell out of here. Here we go. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Wednesday, November 8th, 2023. Today I Learned sponsored by J. David Tax Law. Peace of mind is only a click or a phone call away. Today I Learned this lady right here.
Britney Spears.
Britney Spears is correct, Fritz.
Suck it, Josh.
In 2013, Britney Spears, her music was used by the British naval officers to ward off Somali pirates in the east coast of Africa.
That's rad.
According to one officer, as soon as the pirates get a blast of Britney, they move on as quickly as they can.
Who knew?
Which is rude. Why would they not like a little Britney Spears in their lives? There's so many bands that you'll hear that they use this for either warding people off or like torturing people.
Advanced interrogation tactics.
Yeah, like the stupid shark song, the Baby Shark song. They've said they've used a lot of different stuff they've played for these things. Speaking of Grand Theft Auto, Today I Learned Rockstar hired real-life gang members and ex-convicts in GTA 5 to voice some of the characters. They also gave them the freedom to improvise the script and say what they would say in real life to make the dialogue more realistic and authentic.
It's pretty cool.
I think that comes across. They said there's black gangs, there's Latino gangs, and we recruited a guy who gets gang members, like actual gang members, real gang members, brings them into the studio, and they record their dialogue for us.
What a job.
Today I learned this movie series.
Ghostbusters.
That's right, Ghostbusters. Today I learned, according to Dan Aykroyd, about 80% of the dialogue of Ghostbusters was improv. The rest was just structure and exposition, which is strange to me, and it kind of sounds like Curb Your Enthusiasm, what they do with that show. Larry David. They put like a structure around it, and they say, in this scene, Larry does this embarrassing thing, and then they just put the two actors in a room and go for it. And
it works.
All the rest is improv. It's worked for him very well. Today I learned, due to being a Scientologist, Kirstie Alley decided not to reprise her role as Rebecca Howe on the Cheers spinoff Frasier. Why? Because Frasier is a psychiatrist.
Oh, right.
And that is a no-no.
That's their mortal enemy.
In the world of Scientology, that is not a good thing. So she said, I'm going to have to turn this down. She donated $5 million to the Church of Scientology back in 2007. They said she attained level of OT7, operating thetan level 7.
Dumb.
Whatever that means.
You're dumb.
Very stupid.
Today I learned this guy.
The loveliness of Paris.
Wait.
It's right there, Fritz.
Neil Sedek.
Tony
Danza.
Right, Tony Bennett. You guys nailed it.
Suck it, Josh.
Nobody could have took that from
You're right.
you.
I said Tony Danza.
Today, Tony Bennett fought on the front lines in Germany during World War II as an 18-year-old GI.
That's crazy.
He helped liberate a concentration camp and was demoted for eating lunch with his black friend. Things used to be different back then.
He sounds like a cool guy.
Yeah, it's like a war hero out there. They say he received many accolades over his career, including 20 Grammy Awards. Bennett was named a Jazz Master and a Kennedy Center honoree. What a life this guy had. Sold more than 50 million records worldwide. Today, learned Louis Braille What do you think he invented?
Braille alphabet.
Yeah, he sure did. Today I learned Louis Braille invented the Braille system between the ages of 12 to 15. He was young as a kid when he did this. After having been blind for 7 years due to an accidental self-inflicted injury at 5 that resulted in him being blind. That sounds very... he had an AWL in the workshop he was in that went through his eye.
Oh, my God. That sounds horrible.
Today I learned this band.
Disturbed.
Disturbed is correct. The band Disturbed was formed with the assistance of a Help Wanted ad. They said before David Draymond joined Disturbed, the guitarist, the drummer, and the bassist were all together in a band called Brawl, but they wanted to open it up and they needed a great singer. They said he was the only one who came prepared, and then he became the lead singer of Disturbed. Hey, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We're back tomorrow, same time, same place. Missed any of the show? Go get the podcast over at...
At Erlew Bronson Memorial Highway. There's slowdowns westbound on I-4 between Sand Lake Road and approaching State Road 535. Delays on I-4 westbound between World Drive and State Road 429.